Basically, it costs you like I think if you can buy the bids cheaper, but basically it's $1 every time you bid on something, and you bid in 1 cent increments, and it's all like guns and ammo and optics and stuff like that. So like I'm looking at the auction right now. There's 23 seconds left in this auction, and there's a Trigicon reflex sight for $7.04. Now, if somebody bids a penny higher before the time runs out, then it gives it 30 more seconds. So, but oftentimes you'll see like $1,000 guns sell for $400.
Kyle, I got something for the dude. I don't know how to phrase this, but so during the week, some of the previous Painkiller alreadies have been on my mind, right? And your ability to find exceptionally fucked up porn has so far been uncontested, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, then. This is just a warm-up.
Oh, my God.
I'll hit Skype first so you guys can load it if you want to.
I mean, are these the actual prices you pay for the shit? Like this Knight's Armor SR-15 is $2.63 if I bid on it?
That's where the bid is right now. If you bid, the most you can bid over what it is right now is 1 penny, and it will cost you $1 to place that bid. And but
watch
somebody else
video.
can bid right after you. So what ends up happening is while they sell a lot, I'm going to watch this as soon as I explain this. While they end up selling a lot of things for a lot less than what they cost, people spend a lot of money just bidding. But you can buy. I'm clicking it now. But you can buy bids cheaper than $1 each. You can get it for like 60 cents each if you buy $100 worth at a time.
So if I was to jump on this Knight's Armor rifle right now and bid, it cost me $1 and I won it, I'd have to pay $2.65 and it'd be mine.
That's right. But chances are somebody else is thinking the same thing and they're going to bid. You're going to end up paying less than normal, but you're still going to end up paying.
Yeah. Okay, I see how it is. So it usually hangs at 30 seconds for a while.
Yeah. Woody, what the fuck is this?
It's more fucked up than yours. That's what it is. And that is just my warm-up. I have another one that makes that one look pretty tame.
Woody has been a baseball scout for stupid porn all week.
What the hell has happened to that woman? What the fuck? Look at that mouth. How did she get it open so wide?
Wait, no. The one I'm watching, there was a book flying in the air.
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah.
Wait, whoa. All right, now hang on a minute. It appears that she is about to be possessed by Satan. Is that an accurate description?
Look at her mouth. What the fuck?
Nah, I'm
Is
sorry.
this video a minute and like 17 seconds? Because I
It's
didn't
not
see
that
shit.
long.
There's a book flying.
Oh, go to the end.
No, I'm sorry, dude. I can't watch that. That's hurting me.
Dude, that one is not nearly as bad as the other one I've got in my pocket.
That's the Bible.
What the
My video paused now. I think this is for the best.
That would be a great animated GIF right there.
I wonder if you could luck out and get something nobody else wants for like. That'd be so sweet to get like this P90 for $2.
I bought a reflex sight for my FN tactical today. It's a really tiny Trigicon sight that goes on the back of the pistol. I think it's sweet.
Guys, I accidentally sent my home run link. Don't click on that one. Don't click on that one.
You know, I don't even want to click on it anymore after seeing the book fly up and the girl like doing a striptease.
So
with,
the
like,
book one was totally the tame one. The other one? Oh my God.
I know what that word means. It can't be good.
Oh yeah, you definitely do not want to click this. It can do terrible things to you. You might have nightmares.
Great prolapse as opposed to just an okay one.
Yeah, I'm not messing around with everyday ordinary prolapses.
Standard issue prolapse.
Yeah. No, I would not waste the stream's time with a run-of-the-mill prolapse.
Oh my!
No.
Oh my God! It's leaking! It's leaking! Oh no!
Checkmate, bitch! Checkmate!
Yeah, that's. Oh no!
This site right here is a fucking genius site, though.
I can't look away. I need to, but I can't.
Yeah.
Oh no!
It is. It's just,
Oh, put the stuff that thing back in. Oh my god!
Dude, I
Yeah.
bet this site right here rakes in thousands and thousands of dollars a week.
Woody, does that have volume?
I don't know. I saw it a few days ago. I ran across it and I'm like, yeah, I'm keeping this one for the podcast.
That is just.
I want to know what Woody's
Ah,
day is when he gets off work. Like, man, it's a hard day at work.
Oh,
Get dinner done.
no!
All right, time to look up fucked up porn to beat Kyle.
Oh my god.
Kyle's
That
going
is so
down.
bad.
No, I think I found them on Reddit. Like, people link to them and they'll be like, this one's absolutely terrible. Do not click this. I'm like, all right, Kyle, your move.
I can watch the dog shit, but this stuff right here is hardcore.
The
Dude,
dildo looks like a dog dick.
Kyle links like, super hot sisters having sex. Gommel, baby. Gommel. Great prolapse.
Great.
Scorpion tactical pin set.
I think that's my new channel tag. Great bro.
They got a scar for sale for 3 cents.
I feel like lasagna. Does anyone else have a craving for lasagna?
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I have lasagna.
Oh, man.
Some
I guess
lasagna. You know some lasagna?
typically we start the show in 14 minutes from now. I guess we'll do that. What was I going to say? Thinking. Oh, we want to talk about the paintball thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, so those dates are getting firmer and firmer, right? It's June, 24th through 26th? Does that sound right to you, Kyle?
I do believe so. That does sound right.
Yep. I'm looking forward to that, man. That is going to be awesome. The last weekend we did it was it was one of the best weekends I've had in ages. I was totally jazzed. Like, I went home and was just totally digging the whole event.
Yeah, it was a great time.
So,
I'm looking forward to getting back up there.
You too, man. Next one was subs. That'll be cool too.
Yeah.
I'm afraid my subs are gonna pwn me. I mean, they're all like 17 years old. It's I don't know.
You know, if I make it to this one, you don't want to see me, son. I might be fat and easy to hit, but guess what? I can take a lot of ass whooping.
There were all kinds of body types there. There were there were big guys, there were small guys, there were old guys, there were young guys. Like, it wasn't just
I don't know. I'm a very competitive person. If you're pissing beside me, I want to see if I can piss farther than you. This is the kind of person I am.
Yeah, what you got?
what you got? I'm at an advantage though, right? Because I would start like 2 inches in front of you just from the beginning.
I don't know. See, that's where I always fuck up. I always blow my load right when I start. Like, just park it all
That's
the
what
way
she
out.
said.
Just park it all the way out and get the good arc on it. And try to stand on my tippy toes.
Getting all technical now.
I like to use that kitty urinal down by my knees because that's how I roll. Somebody wrote, I saw Woody's calves in the aviator video, and I thought, nice. Maybe.
Man,
So people are asking who the guest is. The guest is MrChaosMath, and he's already talking, so that's a good
Yeah.
start.
Hello.
Yeah. Yep. So before
was
the show
so-
starts, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm as surprised to be here as everybody else probably.
Nice.
Nope.
Yes. What makes a good guest is almost always how much they talk, how willing they are to insert themselves into the conversation. So I tell every guest that before we start recording.
here's a question. What construes as animal cruelty?
When they don't consent.
Now, what if you're going to kill them anyway?
Oh. All right, my bad. What was let's see. if you're gonna kill him anyway, I guess you just want it to be as humane as possible, right? Quick, painless, etc.
Like, for example, let's say I take a knife and I run it through a gator's top of his nose into the bottom of his mouth to hold his mouth shut, then pull him into the boat alive. Would that be animal cruelty? And then kill him with the knife after I pull it out of his mouth?
Wait a minute. Back up a minute here. So what's your first move with the gator?
Well, first move, you got to trap him. You got to hook him in the belly. That's done. That's done with them lines. All right. When I get there, first off, I don't want to bite my damn arm off and rip it and get off at the elbow. So I got to keep his mouth shut. So there's two ways to do it with this. I can either wait till he tires himself out and tie tape around his mouth, or I could just take a friggin' knife and just jam it through the top of his mouth and just.
I think the tape one sounds nicer.
And then I want to pull him in the boat alive and then kill him with the knife.
Why do you have to kill him with the knife? Why can't you shoot him in the head?
Because I'm trying to make a YouTube video here.
Okay, so now you've entered cruelty. You've turned it into entertainment. I think that constitutes.
I mean, everybody says FPS Rush is a badass. I've done way worse than FPS Rush in real life.
I'm looking forward to seeing you pull an alligator out of water.
Dude, I used to be strong. I'm not too strong right now, but I plan on being back there by the time I'm ready to go gator hunting. And I'm not talking about a 12-foot gator here. I'm talking about like a 6-foot. It's about 200 or 300 pounds, about 350s. Pull his ass out.
I don't mess with turtle or gators under 8 foot.
Me either.
When I wrestle gators or turtles or whatever, I make sure they're the world's largest. Dude, that would be funny. If you do an alligator wrestling video and I counter with like a turtle wrestling video, that would be really funny.
Multiple turtles.
It's
You know how much a big gator weighs, dude? You can't even move them. They're like 800-900 pounds.
I bet how much does a giant turtle weigh?
A couple thousand.
What? Yeah.
Not really. Well, he's over 1,000 generally. Like a big old sea turtle, about 1,000 pounds.
Jesus.
So I'm on Wikipedia here. They're saying 550 pounds. For what?
Well, my gator's still bigger than.
Yeah, well, dude, I wasn't trying to top you with a turtle wrestle. Like, I don't think that works.
There's no way in hell I'm wrestling a 12-foot alligator.
You
can go to hell.
Alligator's badass? Take on a turtle and a snail.
I'd struggle to get a 12-foot alligator in the boat with like 3 people.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone struggles to handle 12-foot alligators. It's just insane. But oh man, if you do the alligator wrestling video, I think I will counter it. I want you to do the more charitable goods video, so I can like come up with counters to them.
Oh, I've got my charitable good video. I'm taking an old woman out to the movies.
Dude, that's the one. That's the one. If you take an old lady out to movies, I swear to God, I'm taking a laptop and a DVD to a cemetery, and I am topping your ass. I'm going to be like, you think that's cool? No way, bitch. No way. Not here. Not in my house. I'm going to watch with dead people. I'll find, like, Civil War veterans and be like, yeah, he and I fought bravely together. And,
how old is the woman got to be, though? My grandma's like 61. Does that
be
count?
Older than mine. Mine will be 400 years old. Gobble.
Woody's going back for the fucking like Revolutionary War broad.
I'll travel to Europe, find someone old enough, and we'll rock it old school, baby.
Oh man! How about I do a video where I feed my grandma applesauce?
My grandpa said that if you take an old lady to the movies, he's taking me.
Oh man!
That's his thing.
There's all kinds of stupid videos you can do. I gotta get a good camera. Like, dude, I got this Canon Rebel, but it doesn't have like display screen on it, and I have no tripod for it, and it has like horrible. I need some. Is there any camera out there that autofocuses?
Yeah, they all do.
Yeah, most of them do.
Most of them do. Yeah.
This right here, you got a button you got to hold and manually focus it.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. So I actually just got into this, and I don't know if you want to do it I probably dropped $2,000 in the last 3 weeks on like audio and video stuff, so that I can, because I have a lot of in real life video ideas I'd like to do, things that are funny, right? And I don't want to give away all my ideas, but I've got something I think will be pretty cool, and some that are in progress actually. And I bought wireless lav mics. I bought DSLR cameras that do video, a couple lenses now. Yeah. So it's pricey though to do it. Like I'm not sure it'll ever be profitable, but I think it'll add something to my channel.
All right, let me ask this question. So I just thought about this. Would you rather guys see me rather get a real life gator in the boat? Or would you rather let me see me get a real life gator in the boat with ice hooks?
Oh my god.
What?
With ice hooks?
Yeah, big old hooks that you hold in your hand to hook ice.
He's talking about like from the movie Scream. Oh, I know what you did last summer. Remember the killer
you
had
just take both ice hooks, gut it into his belly, and then pick him up and put him in the boat.
What's the alternative?
That's just raw outpowering the alligator.
Just
you
grab the line that is in his belly and drag
No.
it.
You take two big ass ice hooks, you stab it into the side of his belly, and you pull his big ass up into the boat.
So that's one option. What's the other option?
Yeah. How are you going to do it if you don't use the ice hooks?
Like
I have to secure his mouth and pull him in by his head, and then like roll him into the boat.
With your hands?
With my hands, yeah.
See, Chaos and I always use the ice hook method, so we don't really know about the alternative.
Yeah. What other method is there?
Gator, you think rip wings, son?
What's that? I think rip wings.
People think the gator's going to kill me. Gators, if you get a tape on a gator's mouth, he's pretty much harmless. Like, he's got some pretty good claws, and his tail can probably break your leg. And he's probably stronger and faster and more agile than you. But he can't bite you.
He's stronger, he's faster, he's more agile. There's some dangerous things in there.
Hey, he's lived on this planet for millions of years, much longer than humans. But I can take his ass. I got a bigger brain.
Some old ass gator right there.
As I'm thinking of, I don't know. I worry that there's going to be huge backlash regarding ice hooks. People won't want to see that.
Yeah, I know there could be a lot of like gator guts spilling over the side of the boat.
No, dude, I'd be lucky to get the tip of a gator hook into a belly.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't you need to sink it in pretty far in order to pull him in?
No, his skin's so tough. It's like leather. Like it'd probably get in and probably wouldn't puncture it again, like to come back out, and it definitely wouldn't tear. How you think, like you ever see how they catch them? You have these big old treble hooks, and you have this big ass, like 1,000-pound test line, and you put a piece of rotten chicken on it, and the gator jumps up and eats the
rotten
chicken.
Can't you give him some nice cooked chicken? Like,
no, you want rotten because the gator can smell it.
Yeah.
So it hooks itself in the belly, and he sit there, and it hooked itself so good, he'll sit there do death row after death row trying to pull that hook out, and he can't do it, but his skin never rips.
That sounds like a
so
bad day.
let me see if I have this right. You take some rotten chicken on a giant hook and leave it there on a lure. The alligator comes by, gobbles the thing up, swallows the whole chicken into his belly, and now you've hooked him in the belly.
Yes.
You drive up in the boat a little later. You manage to tape his mouth shut. You take a pair of ice hooks, grab him in like the midsection, pull him into the boat, and knife him in the head.
Yes.
Target. I'm finding this easy to masturbate too. Kyle, what do you think?
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm jerking him. It's great.
Motherless.com.
Yeah, but by the way, if I do the ice hooks, I'm definitely killing the gator before I pull him in the boat.
So people are asking, this is the pre-show. I guess we'll start the show in 2 minutes, or we can start it now. What are we going to do for our leading question? I really liked the Switch Bodies one, but I recognize that it's kind of run its course. Do we want to rock the mermaid as a new standard? Last time we went with all three. I don't know if I love that, but I wouldn't be against it.
How about we do a more sensible question?
Really?
Like, if you were stuck on an abandoned island, what 2 items would you bring and why?
Huh.
I'm looking at the stream.
That might be too practical.
Yeah, I'm not finding that one to be fun, right? Like, what things would I bring?
Because I mean, I would
be interesting though.
Like
gasoline,
lube and a guitar. I mean, that's kind of lame. I mean, it would be great for me, but it's probably not great.
What are you going to be doing?
Well, I'm going to be polishing my guitar, of course.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck my guitar.
I would bring a sailboat and a cell phone. Wait, how about a sailboat?
Well, if you're going that way, Woody, I'm like, I'm gonna bring a yacht and a fucking full of porn stars.
Well, yeah, right. Bring a woman and some steak.
I'm talking about more like theoretical. Like if you had to survive on the island, what 2 items would you bring from civilization?
Oh, okay. So just to stay
maybe I wouldn't
alive.
survive that long. Maybe I would bring Sasha Grey and some sort of poison pill.
There you go.
But I just live it up for a week or so and call it done.
Plow the field for about a week and then realize, fucking oysters suck. All right, time to bite the pill.
That's it.
I've also thought about showing how to catch fish with your hands.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I know Woody probably knows how to do it. He's into outdoor stuff.
I haven't done that since I was a little kid. We used to catch fish with our hands. I haven't. I mean,
where you basically put your hands down in the water and you sit real still, and when he goes out, you flip him up onto the bank.
They're dumber than you might think. Yeah, and you just kind of toss it onto the side.
Yeah.
That requires some patience right there.
Oh, fish are dumb as shit, dude.
Yeah, it would take patience. I don't know. Like when I did it as a kid, there was like fast running water, and you would find like a couple fish in like a little pool area, right? Like there's rocks above it, rocks below it, and then a settled area, and you could just kind of grab them and toss them out, really.
Yeah, but see, the fact, if White Boy did this, I'm pretty sure he probably did it in some little pussy-ass park fountain.
No, it was like a lake. I saw the video. Wings, can you start thinking about the intro? Kick off the show. Here's a guy. Woody, I listened to your freaking videos since 6 months. Wait, it moved. Shucks. I'm drunk and high. But I have to say I freaking love you like hell. You're a great guy, and I want to be a little bit like you. A little bit is probably the most you want. I just love you and everything you. I love you too, bro.
Dude, man, I love you.
Oh, they asked if I gave up on weight loss. You know what actually happened with that is I lost about 11 pounds and just kind of stuck there. So it wasn't a waste of time, but I haven't lost the 16 that I'm hoping for yet.
Weight loss for me has become extremely expensive.
Really?
What's your target?
Like 250. But the fact is, I've went through 5 sets of clothes now.
Oh, well, that's a nice expense.
Yeah.
But like right now, like I'm wearing suspenders again. And it's like, wow, because it isn't nice because my pants fell down.
You're bringing sexy back.
Dude, if my pants fall down, I'm just going to point
it fell down
two
like
index
a
fingers. Right here,
public
baby.
place. I was like in the fucking Coastal Grand Mall.
Still the same. Right here, baby. So, are you ready with the intro?
Fat guy clothes are not cheap either. Especially when you're like me. I like nice $40 shirts. I like $100 silk pants. That's what I like.
I don't think I know what $100 silk pants even look like.
You get them in dress pants. You get them like suit stores.
Really? Because I'm thinking of them as like pajama pants, like a male Komodo almost.
No, they got silk lining. They're not silk outside. They're they almost feel like a shirt outside, like a lot of polyester and cotton mix. But the inside's lined with silk.
Does that make like a swish, swish, swish when you walk?
Kind of, sort of. Sometimes.
I find this easy to masturbate to.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, just stay home and walk around the house.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I got a quick opening question though.
Oh, I have an opening question too.
Okay.
We could use both. Heck, I mean,
Yeah, do too.
Dude, people get pissed off if the show's only an hour long. I mean, that's a lot.
That was the original time for the show.
Yeah, it was supposed to be an hour. Now it's an hour, and they literally curse me out. People are asking. I guess I'll mention him since the show hasn't started yet. Some guy, there've been YouTube channels popping up. Woody's retarded son, Woody's autistic son.
What the fuck, man?
I just block him as soon as he recreates his account.
Yeah, you know what? The truth is, it probably would have bothered me like a year and a half ago, but at this point, I hardly even notice. That is just ineffective trolling. He's wasting a lot of time, and whatever. I just block him and move on, and look, I haven't been thinking about him.
Oh, this guy goes, you say you're a man because you drive a truck and you can catch gators with your hand, and you catch gators and you also fish with your hands, but why the fuck do you wear silk pants, bro? That's what the bitches like, son.
Wings, you got the intro ready?
Well, not really, no. But I gotta say this: bitches don't like a man with sawdust hands. Let me tell you
the
this.
intro.
Wings always kicks off the show with, not always. One of us always kicks off the show with kind of an excited.
I mean, the only problem with the one with ChaosMath is I want to do the death metal growl for it, and I know that's to be stupid.
Yeah,
who cares? Do it.
Oh, you can do it. I don't care.
Okay.
Do your ooh.
Go ahead. Hey, that wasn't bad. Was that Wings or was that Chaos?
That was Chaos.
Not bad.
That was from the Friday James Hetfield voice. There you go.
Wings, you ready?
Yep.
All right. No 1, 5, 4, 3, 2.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Wings of Redemption. We're back with episode 55, and we got the staff going to take a bath with your boy, MrChaosMath.
Woo woo. There it is. Bitches like silk pants. For those of you that caught the pre-show, you'll love that. All right, opening question. You want me to use mine? You want me to use...
I'll use mine.
Go ahead.
All right, it's for everybody. But let's start with the guest. If you have a woodshed with your normal assessment of tools, then you have a zombie apocalypse pertaining in 15 minutes. What do you make?
Well, what am I going to make with some tools to fuck up some zombies? Well, I mean, I guess apart from using the tools themselves, that's kind of a challenge because I guess the temptation is just to use the tools. But I guess I'm gonna fashion a very long and sharp weapon so that I can keep them away, keep them as far away as possible, and chop off some fucking zombie heads. So I'm gonna have like a pole axe, right? Maybe okay. So yeah, I'm gonna take wheelbarrow handles. And I'm gonna nail that shit together and put an axe on the end. So I got like a 15-foot pole axe. Done.
That thing be so fucking off balance. What about you, Woody?
I love how he takes a practical approach. Dude, terrible idea.
I'm just gonna swing that in an arc. Just
and your ass gonna fall down and it'll look like the guy from the Day of the Dead.
I've got a couple different ideas here, right? Like the first thing that popped into my head was the chainsaw, right? Grab the chainsaw that you use for cutting lumber and protect yourself with that. But as I think it through, that's a noob move, right? I mean, how long does a chainsaw keep going? Maybe 40 minutes? I intend to last longer than 40 minutes. So how will I do that? My next thought was to like build some sort of wooden fort, right? Because I've got, my shop all set up, grab some plywood, build myself like a gigantic dollhouse and fight off from there. But really, I'm going to fight off zombies in a gigantic dollhouse? I don't really like that either. I might be better off just flipping over the wheelbarrow and hiding in the fetal position. So that's my move.
You're kind of fucked anyway, aren't you?
We got a half-ass pole axe and we got a wheelbarrow hide. What about Mr. Kyle?
I think he just wants something like a bat, man. I really do. Something that you can swing like multiple times, but you can also hit things hard.
So how would you make the bat?
I would probably, like, if you got a wheelbarrow there, I'm getting going with what he said, just take the handle off the wheelbarrow, or just take, like, a shovel handle.
I could make a bat.
Just a
I could grab some, landscaping wood for lawn
that was
and
a lathe. There.
I can make a bat in 15 minutes.
I can make a bat in 30 seconds. Give me a shovel and a hammer to, like, hit the end of it and break it off. Like, or just stick it in a vise and break it off. Like, you don't want like a pickaxe or a sledgehammer or something that you're gonna like hit one zombie with. It's gonna stick in him, and then
all you rushers think you're badass, but I'm a ghost camper, and you know it's the most effective tactic. You just deal with it.
You know what I would do? I probably had a little bit more time to think about this, you guys. I would nail the fucking shed door shut, and buy me more time so I can cut a hole in the roof and build like a ladder over to the house.
Oh, okay.
Oh. All right. Here's my question, and it wasn't planned, but it's surprisingly similar to Wings of Redemption. There's a zombie apocalypse. No, let's do this. Zombie apocalypse, right? You have to pick 4 YouTubers who are going to help you survive the zombie apocalypse. Who are you picking? Go ahead, Chaos.
All right. Oh, I think I'm going to try not to copy Dr. Chiz because I think he did a CMM video about this. But let's see. I'm going to pick 4 guys, huh? Well, I guess, the first thing is I'm going to pick Aviator because he might be able to get us the fuck out of there in some sort of mechanical device. Mm-hmm. That's choice number 1. Choice number 2 has already been said, so I'm not going to go with that. I'm going to try to go with something original. I'm going to bring Wings with me, though, definitely, because he's just going to he's gonna be able to go crazy on him. And ice hooks, something like that. Ice hooks, guns, whatever. He's going to be able to take care of that. Now, we got 2 left. Well, I mean, it's kind of hard not to copy Chiz. I mean,
yeah, he did it pretty well.
Yeah, Kyle's got the ordnance. Mm-hmm. Right? I mean, he's going to be able to take most of them out, but you've got to go with a female last. I mean, zombie apocalypse. You're talking about repopulation. That's a pretty big priority.
You go with?
Yeah, that's. I'm so new to the scene that I'm not. Yeah, right. Everybody's saying K-pop, right? And that's sort of the obvious choice. And I'm wondering if there's
a better choice.
Yeah,
I don't
right.
mean to knock K-pop. K-pop is lovely. She is a solid repopulation choice.
She is.
But I just linked to Charlie James 1975 in the chat.
Charlie James, porn star.
And she is one of the hottest women to ever step on this earth. She is, and she's on YouTube. So yeah.
All right. Well,
let me add this in K-pop's corner though as well. Mm-hmm. K-pop is a security guard, so she can handle a weapon.
Charlie James can do 300 squats at a time.
Oh God!
What does that mean when a zombie's chewing on her belly?
She's gonna teabag him. That's what
See, my list is completely different. I'd be like everybody that I can run faster. So it'd be like Quake Beaks, only use the blade.
Ask a Capper.
Ask a Capper. That'd be my 3.
Oh, I love that.
So you just want to leave a trail of food.
Oh man, I want to copy. That's so awesome. I want to copy that. So I'll grab Charlie James to repopulate the earth with. Ask a Capper to leave behind to feed the zombies and distract with. And well, I don't know. Kyle's such an obvious choice with the ordnance and the whole thing going on there. And Wings would be a badass too. But I don't want to pick Kyle or Wings because they're on the show. So let's see. We're repopulating the earth with Charlie James. Can't go too wrong there.
Epic mealtime.
Epic mealtime.
Charlie,
yeah,
there you go.
I like that, dude. We'll grab epic mealtime to feed us, and maybe even distract zombies. I don't know. Ask a Capper is our bait. Charlie James to repopulate the earth with, and all we need is one badass who's not on the call.
T-Mark, it's 4.0 GPA can find a cure out for them.
All right, let's go with that. I like it.
We're cooking zombies, hater. What you know about dead flesh meat?
Mr. T-Mark, break it down for us.
I don't think I need 4. I think I just need 1. There's only one YouTuber that I would need, and it would be Wings. And I'm immediately going to make him take off his silk pants, and I'm going to form a glider out of them and escape. And that will be the end of it. And I will leave Wings, of course, behind on the rooftop, pantless, to face the oncoming zombie horde.
Fade to credits.
But I will live on to repopulate the earth with Charlie James and the Big Ranger and probably K-pop, if she's got her hot sauce.
Oh, I saw that. That was painful to watch.
You know what we haven't talked about much? Modern Warfare 3.
Ooh. You know what? We're gonna get some flack because Mr. Phantasma wasn't mentioned at all as one of the candidates.
Here we go. The Nuggets are gonna come after. Bring it, Nuggets! I got my hot sauce right here. Got myself some sweet and sour. Come on, Nuggets. What was I gonna say? Modern Warfare 3. So here's a question. I'll start with Kyle. Are you more excited for Modern Warfare 3 right now, early June, than you were for Black Ops early June last year?
Yeah, I am.
You are.
Yeah, and I'll tell you why. It has nothing to do with the multiplayer. It's all about the single player. And I mean, I'm not one of those people. You know, I played the Call of Duty single player once, but when I'm playing it, it's a fun story. It's fun to play through. I really enjoy it. I figure they're not gonna be any real advancement in multiplayer. Here's what's gonna happen. Everybody's gonna fucking love Modern Warfare 3 for the first 3 to 7 days. After that, we're gonna figure out that, like, I don't know. There's some perk that, like, when you combine these two perks and this attachment, you're fucking the most annoying motherfucker on the planet. Or if you use this perk with this kill streak, you're just amazing. Or, you know, this attachment is just so fucking overpowered. Or there's gonna be a sniper rifle, the scope comes up way too fast. You know, when you're using an ACOG, there's gonna be something that makes the game really annoying, and it's gonna be frustrating to play. Really hard to get gameplay.
I'm gonna tell you what that's gonna be too. They'll probably make the Blackbird be able to be shot down.
Yeah, so I think we can identify some predictable patterns, right? People love it at first. By February or March or so, people are totally pissed off about it. That's happened all the time. Heck, people don't remember how much hate COD 4 got. You know, Blame Truth made I Hate Frag Times 3 t-shirts. And everybody was on board about how terrible Frag Times 3 were. It was the, curse of the world.
I still hate Frag Times 3.
Yeah. They called it like a mini airstrike that some people would set up as a perk. And, you would just sit there and it's not too much weaker than an airstrike is. You can often get 2 kills on the smaller maps or the predictable ones. And, it's a nice way to get yourself to 5 and then get yourself to 7. And there you go. So, yeah, people are going to love it at first, identify something that's not perfect about it, and then, hate it. I think I'm less excited for Modern Warfare 3 than I was for Black Ops at this time last year. I don't know. I mean, see, one thing is last year I got into competitive gaming sometime in like late spring, early summer, and it kept Modern Warfare 2 fresh for me. But I had this problem. Infinity Ward doesn't support their games. They never have. COD 4 still has bugs. People go into map glitches and stuff, and they didn't fix that. They never touched the noob tube. They never fixed one-man army. There are huge problems, Commando, that people hate about Modern Warfare 2. And those guys couldn't be bothered to deal with it at all. So I'm like, oh yeah, Infinity Ward's making another game? Like, really? They've got one of the worst names in gaming. I can't think of anyone who makes games with worse support than they do. So I think Infinity Ward has a lot to prove if they want to be the good Call of Duty maker, because so far they've just ignored their customers. And it almost seems intentional now. Like they just ship it out the door and like, you're the asshole that bought it. Sorry about that.
Well, hopefully, there's a pretty big difference in the YouTube community's influence, or at least their ability to be heard. Since Modern Warfare 2, hopefully they're going to learn to maybe pay a little more attention this time.
Yeah, but I have noticed that, like, the commenters are actually acknowledged at this point. You had Legend of Carl doing, like, the COD Elite trailer. Obviously, we know where that spinoff came
Legend
from.
of Thunder, right? Like, that couldn't be a coincidence.
Yeah, and they know us. They're even putting little side jokes in on us. We're not as minor league as we were when Modern Warfare 2 came out.
Yeah, if they have to be dragged kicking and screaming, I think they'll be
I guarantee you, most of the programmers at Treyarch know who I am. I guarantee you it.
Yeah, I want to say I'm followed by some of the community managers. I don't remember who. I think Vaughn follows me. But I'd have to look at who follows me. But, it's kind of cool, right? That I get heard every now and then. But, I just... Infinity Ward, they didn't support Modern Warfare 2. They didn't support COD 4. They do some basic security patches, but that's it. They push it out the door and then they go back to sleep. And that history has turned me off a bit. They need to prove that they're not that company anymore. And Treyarch, Treyarch has some flaws too. I'm looking at you, Sound, but they do support their game.
You're looking at Sound?
I am. I'm looking at sound waves coming off of trains and
Batman or something?
That fucking train, man.
Oh, dude, whoever bought that I wanted a rocket to make tons of noise and shake the map every freaking game on that. Like,
right? How many kill streaks have you lost because of that fucking rocket taking off?
Oh, dude! Like the most frustrating thing in gaming is when you die and it's not your fault. You know, that's why Commando sucks. That's why One Man Army sucks.
That's about every death I get in Black Ops.
Yeah, you know, like I get outshot sometimes. Sometimes a guy flanks me. It's all good. And then sometimes there's a rocket shaking, and you know it just totally wasn't fair. And
that's not fair, Woody. It's realistic.
In the way that Treyarch thought that it was a good idea to have bad sound in a game, like, oh, let's just make the sound terrible to have it an easy playing field or a level playing field. No, that's not a good idea. That's a terrible idea, and yeah, I hate that. Yeah, we'll see. But so, Mr. Chaos, are you more excited or less excited for Modern Warfare 3 than you were before?
If you had asked me last week before, you know, they leaked, well, before that sort of false leak about the perks and everything, I would have had a different answer. But today, I'm actually happier about the game, hearing that stopping power is not going to be in the game. And the reason is, the thing that I like the best about Black Ops is it's sort of put the focus on gunplay and gun skill. And, you know, with Modern Warfare 2, it's sort of more about connection, because pretty much everybody runs stopping power. It's kind of like, you know, well, if I don't, the other guy's probably doing it. So, you know, whoever gets the jump, whoever gets that, you know, 50 milliseconds jump on you, they only got to put 2 bullets in you to kill you. So I was a little apprehensive thinking about going back to Modern Warfare 3, where now it's going to be more about, you know, you've got to get that shot right on point or you're fucked. Now you've got a little bit more of a chance again. So I'm pretty excited about,
it's going back.
Yeah, having gun.
No. Here's the thing. So I'm gonna do a video on this. So I did a couple of videos of Modern Warfare 3 info, and in them I was careful to say, like, hey, look, this is preliminary and this is early type stuff. This source is only 80% reliable, which turned out to be about right. About 80% of what was in that video was true, and then some stuff like stopping power and team perks was wrong. But the thing about no stopping power is, you know, according to Robert Bowling's tweets, is that he, you know, they like fast-paced gameplay and powerful guns. That's what he tweeted. So that implies to me that there won't be stopping power, but instead they'll just buff the guns equivalently. You know, if it took whatever, like 3 bullets up close without stopping power and 2 with it, then that's what it's going to be. But you won't need the stopping power perk to get there. That's what it was pretty clear. So I actually like that. If I were king, that's exactly what I would command to happen. But I see that it's not your thing.
Like, here's the thing. You're saying you like gun skill. Well, look here. Call of Duty, even without stopping power, doesn't require too much gun skill. It's all muscle memory to begin with. And then when you take stopping power out of the equation, you get the slower shooting guns that are powerhouses, generally like the AK-47 or like the Commando, which are 3-shot kills, and you have another gun in the game which is a 3-shot kill, the FAMAS, which has almost, 33% faster fire rate. So it is better automatically right out the gate. And here's the thing about the FAMAS. This gun, Black Ops would still be 100% balanced with stopping power, because the FAMAS would not benefit, or the AUG, from stopping power because of their damage ratios. They would still be 3-bullet kills, and that would knock the Commando, the fucking FAL, and all these other guns down to 2-bullet kills to make up for the rate of fire disadvantage. I find that Modern Warfare 2, with a better engine, with the better engine it has running on it, is more enjoyable with that stopping power element than Black Ops ever will be, because Black Ops is dominated by one gun, whereas Modern Warfare 2, you could use any gun you picked and have a chance to win the gunfight. Because think about it. There was a bevy of rifles. You didn't know what to use in a game battle situation. You had people that preferred the SCAR, people that preferred the TAR, some like the M16, some like the FAMAS.
ACR.
Yeah, I still ended up on the FAMAS in that game too. But I know what you're saying. But maybe let me put it this way. I guess what I like about Black Ops is the ability to retreat.
Yeah.
And
There's
stay
no
alive.
ability to retreat. You ever go against me when I got a FAMAS, there is no retreating. You're dead. Because I effectively have a stopping power weapon.
That's true.
I effectively have a stopping power weapon.
Why do you have a stopping power weapon?
Because the FAMAS doesn't benefit from stopping power. And it's already with a rate of fire advantage on the other rifles. I basically have sleight of hand and stopping power altogether. If you use the infield, you're at a disadvantage to me.
Here's
right
the
out of the
thing.
gate.
If I'm head glitching, I can go prone in Black Ops, and I can get into cover. In Modern Warfare 2, if you're shot, you're almost always dead.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to play the game again. How long has it been since you played Modern Warfare 2?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
I played it yesterday, and my life. I actually
Good point. I've forgotten from 2 weeks ago.
Wings is like, I'm playing right now.
Ask Onslaught. He's going through it right now.
I survived more gunfights in Modern Warfare 2 than I do Black Ops. Black Ops feels like it's more connection heavy than Modern Warfare 2. Like, I will lose more connection-based gunfights in Black Ops than I ever did in Modern Warfare 2. And so I'm not a bad shot. I'm not.
Yeah, I know. No one says you're a bad shot. Modern Warfare 3 is going to be more sniper-friendly. Is that a good thing?
No, it's not.
No.
Yeah, So when Black Ops made their move against snipers, I don't know how else to describe it, right? That they kind of nuked the sniper thing, or I should say nerfed the sniper. At first, I was like, I don't know what the deal is here. You know, every time I died to a sniper, I knew that he had done something pretty hard to do, right? He either showed a lot of patience and camped me out, or he quickscoped me, which, you know, it's probably harder to do than, you know, to use my ACR or AK-47 or whatever. So, well played.
Yeah.
But as I come back into Modern Warfare 2, and I get quickscope like that, all of a sudden it does feel frustrating to me. All of a sudden it's like, I didn't even have a shot in that gunfight. He took a sniper rifle and super killed. Suddenly I see what the Treyarch guys saw before they released the game.
Dude, go back and play Free For All right now in Modern Warfare 2 and tell me the sniper rifles being more friendly is not just a penalty. Every person you walk into, like I've recently posted a game on Carnival where I used the ACR blinged out, and every other guy but me in that game was a sniper trying to quickscope. Every one of them.
I bet you did well, though, right?
Yeah, I did. I destroyed their ass because they were fucking retarded. But the fact is, it either dilutes the gameplay, or it just gives you deaths that you normally wouldn't get with any other weapon in the game.
Well, plus two, you know, you have to combine. I think some of the frustration comes with some of the just simple lack of gunfights that you encounter in Modern Warfare 2, because now you get quick scope. The next death is a claymore. The next death is a grenade. And it's like, all right, can I actually get in a gunfight here? It sort of makes it more frustrating.
It's just annoying. I get annoyed just hearing of somebody shoot like 3 times in like 2 seconds. Yeah. It's like, seriously, take your time and hit the motherfucker. Like, I ran into a guy the other day that had, like, his favorite gun was an L96. He had 22% accuracy on it. So I'm like, I wonder what my L96 accuracy is. So I go and look it up, and my accuracy is like 53% or something like that. And I'm like, I've got more kills than this guy with this gun. Like, why is the accuracy so low? It's just annoying, dude. If you can't snipe, don't snipe.
Really? I don't know. Seems to me they do what you want, but we'll see what Modern Warfare 3
That
does.
do what you want bullshit goes out the window when you add people to the game that are living and breathing. Like that's like
yeah,
going,
there's something to be said for that, right? Like, you know what? Like,
you don't go play second base on a baseball team and like stare at the outfield. You want,
right? Yeah. You don't join my soccer team and just, well, I'm out here to have fun. Well, everyone else is out here for a common goal, you know, to beat that other team.
Yeah, you can have fun, but do it trying to win.
Right. Maybe soccer's not for you if you want to just, you know, spin around in circles and kick randomly hoping the ball comes to you.
That's what wood fences are for.
You know, Left 4 Dead had a boot option. You know what, though? You know who would get booted? Good players would get booted, too.
Yeah, I'd be out every lobby I fucking destroyed people in. Demolition games would be nothing but like snipers.
Yeah, they'd kick good players.
Maybe they should limit it to only your team can kick you. Like, you have to have like 4 of the 6 people on your team kick you. And like the other team has no say in.
Yeah, because they wouldn't be mad. Hey, I have a whole new topic.
Nice.
Okay.
This one goes for Kyle. Kyle, you ready?
Yep.
All right. Hypothetical question. You're masturbating, and your pet is watching you. Do you let him sit there and watch?
No, I think that's awkward. I think it's good. Like, whoa, buddy. So you go ahead and... Yeah. I think it's awkward. He's got to go.
All right. Chaos?
Yeah, I have to agree with Kyle. I mean, my wife and I, we used to have a few cats, and I used to give a sleeping cat a kick in the ass now and then. Just chances are they're waking up. I don't want those beady eyes looking at me while my face is all dirty. Don't like it.
I'm same way. You got to get them out the door.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Jerking your gherkin is something you plan. So you can do like preliminary and do like some scouting the area and get the dog out the room before you start.
Yeah, I line up with that completely, right? It's not like, you spontaneously just find yourself doing it, right? You kind of decide, like, all right, I'm committed. This launch sequence is not going to be reversed. It's go time. And when you do that, you sort of plan, well, how's the aftermath going to work out? And who's in this room with me?
Right.
So,
you can ruin your afterglow phase and all that. No, that's quality time right there. You can't have that.
You got to sit in your own stew, huh?
Oh no!
Oh, Stu.
Oh man! Normally Kyle's just the only one that gets awkward, but
Stu.
Well, I was just like bloom.
All right, a new topic. Let's start off with wings. Best Christmas present ever?
Well, I got one more thing on the last topic.
No.
How many times have you jerked off in bed and slept in it?
Never.
What the fuck?
You're doing it wrong. You're clearly doing it wrong.
What? Just peel it off in the morning. What the fuck?
That's like, how many times have you ever had to pee really bad, but you're just like, fuck it, and piss yourself? It's like, never. I always go to the bathroom.
So after you have sex, you just change the sheets right then?
No, you just
usually when I have sex,
mop it up with a t-shirt or something.
I'm not like blowing loads all over the walls and shit.
Yeah.
It's not like
step up your game.
It's not like I'm like spraying like a quart of semen all over my bed. This isn't like a bukkake fest. I don't know what the hell's going on over your place.
Let's slow down for a minute. Hey, Wings, how often do you sleep in your own jizz when you masturbate?
Pretty much every time I have sex.
Oh, no.
Oh, like a boss. That wet spot's for you, baby.
House sauce.
The boss sauce, exactly.
You got to plan around. You got to put her on that side of the bed.
Who's sleeping in that sauce?
In the boss sauce.
Just throw the covers over it and roll her over that way. And like, you're pretty, baby. And then like go to sleep right then.
Oh, no. I love you too, honey. Crunch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what you're talking about, Wings, like, I think that kind of reminds me of the guy we were talking about who was like I don't know if it was a guy or a girl, but whoever it was that like died in the chair, like covered in their own waste or whatever.
Yeah.
Was that Lane Staley?
It's not like you're not going to get up for a shower. No, there's a really fat guy from Ohio that he was so big he couldn't walk no more. And instead of like getting up and going to the bathroom, he would just use it in the chair.
Oh, man.
Ooh, yeah, that's a rough scene right there.
Yeah.
And he stayed there like 3 years until he became part of the chair.
Oh, no.
And then he had a heart attack, so people had to come in. They had like, maggots and stuff in the chair and stuff. Trash all over the floor from where he'd been living there for like 3 years.
Oh, not trash. Heavens no.
So he put the Doritos bag. What the fuck, man? Clean up.
Yeah, I just imagine like two cops standing there looking over the scene. One cop's like, fears he's been shitting and pissing himself for the last 8 years. Those are maggots. And those maggots have been there for weeks while he was still alive. Also, there's a Chips Ahoy bag there on the floor, and I don't think he wasn't planning on picking it up. No, nobody gives a shit.
That's too much. So he's like a living mountain of shit sitting in the chair.
I wonder if anybody's ever like found somebody that was like one of those really bad hermits like that and found items that were discontinued in their house laying on the floor.
Like the trash that they've left on their floor is like out of date trash.
No, like
got,
can you imagine the guy's
a smart driver on it or something?
The guy's a hermit. He's got feces
bottle
in his chair. He's disgusting. He can't stand up. The thing's a big mess. But most of all, he has Rock and Sock and Robux games on the counter.
Nice.
Yeah. He's got the old 16-ounce glass Mountain Dew bottles on the floor.
Yeah, it's like, oh, look, new Coke. Remember that?
What was your question again, Woody? Best Christmas present?
Yeah, I was almost going to go to the next one, the one that people really want to hear, and circle back to that.
It's Christmas present.
Yeah,
All
let's
right.
do the Christmas present. I don't know what the other one is, but the fact that you're excited about it does not excite me at all.
All right, anybody else want to go first? I got to think about this one.
What is it?
I can
The
go.
best Christmas present you've ever received?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that a tangible gift?
Huh.
Oh, well, yeah, I was going to go with childhood gifts, and that's what I was thinking when
All
I
right,
said
let's do
it.
childhood gifts. Okay, that makes it easier because, like, as you're an adult, like, the gifts become more about like what they mean to you than like material value. So if I tell you, yeah, I got this card from my mom, you know, you guys gonna be like, pussy.
You know
But,
when
like-
that becomes super true, Kyle? You know when it's really about like what it means to you and not material value? When you start paying for your own gifts, right? Like I love my wife, but she's not making any money, right? She's a stay-at-home mom. You
Yeah.
know,
Oh,
everything they
God,
buy me
yeah.
for Christmas, it's like, oh, look what I bought me.
I'm in your
Nice.
boat. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
All right, but I remember when I was like maybe 4 or 5, probably 4. I got this. There were 2 things I got that year that I really liked. One of them was a train set, and it was like one of those pimp train sets that's got like, I don't know, 50 feet of track and takes up an entire room, and you know the train has smoke that comes out of it and stuff. And I had a little conductor hat. And the other one, it was like I guess it was during the time of like Ghostbusters 2, probably. Because like I got a proton pack, and it was like a legit proton pack, and it like lit up and made noises, and I had the uniform, so I was dressed up like Bill Murray from Ghostbusters, like head to toe.
Nice. That's great.
Then I'd go and like piss on my neighbor's dog, because that's the kind of shit I like to do when I was 4.
Sick and wrong.
I would
I
know.
don't know,
dude,
mine's a great
just-
story. I've
when
got
I-
2. Oh, go ahead.
when I, just quickly running down like the things I've been told I did when I was 4. I refused to wear clothes. I would piss on people, just like, hey, how you doing? And like piss on some dude's leg or like some woman's leg, like whoever's visiting, just to be like a fuck you, I guess. And I would pick up big rocks and I would just drop them on people's feet. And I would put cinder blocks in the highway next to our house, so the cars would have to slow down to dodge them. And then I'd hit the cars with rocks.
God, you're freaking fucked up.
You sound like a homeowner's insurance like nightmare.
So I have 2. I don't know that they're really great stories. I remember, so in my family, we have this tradition of opening one Christmas present on Christmas Eve. So the way it would work is we'd sort of, leave the Christmas tree area, come downstairs, and my mom would have selected gifts under the tree, right? So like our big one, the one that we're really psyched wouldn't be there the night before. But a lot of little ones would, and they would help us get through the night. Well, we came downstairs, like around the corner, and under the Christmas tree was this giant box. It must have been thigh high. And like we saw the thing, both my brother and I headed into a sprint and like did a diving tackle and just grabbed these boxes and ravaged them. The box is like 9 cubic feet. It was huge. And I start tearing it apart and ripping into it. And I'm so excited about what could be in there. And it was my winter coat. Biggest disappointment ever.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah.
I get excited about winter coats now. Like it used to be like when you were a kid, you hated clothes, but like now I get like a cool sweater. I'm like, fuck yeah, that's nice.
yeah, I like a good pair of socks now. Fuck it.
Yeah, for real. Like somebody gets me like some really nice, like like one of those multi packs of polos or something,
gay.
like socks. I'm like, fuck yeah. Like, you don't have to get me a watch or a gun or a piece of electronics. Give me some nice socks, man. Let's do this shit.
One cool Christmas present I can remember, though, I was probably about 12 or so when I was surfing. And you have to understand, when you first get into surfing, it is an addiction. You totally get into it. Not only do you love surfing and you love getting out there, but like you've joined a new social circle and it becomes part of your sense of identity and sense of self-worth. And then it got too cold. It got too cold to surf in my fall wetsuit. And I got full winter surfing gear. And I lived in New Jersey, so you really needed winter gear. And that was a really cool thing. I hadn't been surfing in like 8 weeks, and right after we opened all the presents, I got out and went surfing in the snow. And it was like not your normal day, right? You freaking back in the water. It's snowing out. You're surfing. I liked it.
See, my gift's fucking lame.
Well, what is it?
I was just thinking hard about it. Like, this can't be the best present, but it is. It's the best present I got because it's the one I remember the most. Mortal Kombat 2 for the Super NES.
All right.
I mean, I had played that game so many times. Like, I used to destroy people in the arcades on it, but I never could afford it because my mother used to work at Wild Water and Wheels, and when I got off, I guess it was like, how old was I back then? Like 6, it was like kindergarten or something. And
Wow.
I'd get out there and I'd stand on a stool and I would destroy these kids on Mortal Kombat 2 arcade machine. Well, they ported it to the Super NES, and I wanted it forever. And I didn't get it till like 4 or 5 months after it came out. And I was so excited. I remember like having one of those little hissy fits, like, because we didn't have a lot of money back then, because my mother was a single parent. She had me when she was 16 and the whole 9. And, video games were $60. That was a big investment back then. So we only got like video games like on a Christmas. And it was like the best thing in my life.
Mine was a drum.
Nice.
So that's pretty nice. It was actually not even too long ago. My first drum teacher, a good buddy of mine, ended up getting a snare drum off of him, and it sort of completed this kit, the drum kit that he had given me, and it was sort of like the final piece to create the golden drum set. But other than that, the actual one that's more fun was way the fuck back. This is probably '83, and it was so I'm a couple of years younger than Woody, so we're going way back. So this is like when Pac-Man first came out. Like I remember that. I actually remember that.
6,000.
Yeah, 6,000. Yeah, no, 59.98. Yeah, but yeah, it was this little tiny stand-up replica of a Pac-Man arcade game, and so it was probably like a foot tall, and it had a joystick on it and everything, and it was, just like a little little digital LED sort of thing. But I just played the shit out of that thing. I was probably like 4 or 5 years old, and I just couldn't believe that I had Pac-Man. I had a small little Pac-Man. I mean, God, thing probably worth $1,000 now, but I was on cloud 9 for days.
I actually like some of these stories, right? Like none of them were really about the monetary value. It was just like what it meant to them, like Wings and his. That's kind of touching, Like
that's what Christmas is.
Joy.
Yeah,
that was kind of cool.
I could tell you what the worst present I get, and I get it probably every fucking year. Those fucking little Armall wipe things for your tires.
Nice.
I don't want those, because I don't like wiping my tires down, and I hate Armor All because that shit sucks.
One Christmas, my wife, without really thinking, got me like a cleaning theme. She got me like a broom. She got me like but not just that Armor All wipe, but like the whole kit, the Windex wipes, the rubber wipes or whatever. And there must have been like 4 or 5 presents that had something to do with cleaning. I'm like, did you try to tell me something? And it just sort of worked out that way.
Well, yeah, I was just gonna say that's like the whole wipe thing, right? It's like, hey, do you want to do this? No, but I guess I'm fucking gonna now.
Oh, I have another one. Now I know I've told this story before, but my wife, this is probably 3 years back, said that she got me a great present, and I'm like, really? How great? Let me in on this. And she says, no, dude, it's great. And I'm like, give me some kind of thing. I'm like, is it the best present I've ever received? And she's like, yeah, it might be. This might be the best thing that I've ever bought for you. And I'm psyched, right? I'm like really jazzed. And you know what it was? What? A fucking members only jacket.
Ooh. I'm not sure you're appreciating the epicness of that gift even still. I mean, if you were to bust that shit out in the video now, think about that.
Oh, dude, I've been using that jacket to like change the oil in my car all winter.
Oh, that's even better. That's even better. It's like the hobo wearing the members only jacket.
Yeah, man.
If my members only jacket would fit.
Maybe you're getting back into it.
Yeah, there you go. The goal is to get back into the members only jacket.
Black one with the button on the shoulders.
Oh yeah.
Rocking that son.
Part in an elite club with those things.
What membership do you get for that jacket? Like what is the club?
Jackass. Yeah, it used to be a status symbol, right? It was like you had a Benetton shirt.
What is a Benetton shirt?
It just dated myself. Woody knows what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Remember those fucking things? It was like, oh my god!
When Levi's went big during the gold rush, baby.
How much? I don't even know what a Benetton shirt were. Like, how much were they?
It was like an $80 piece of shit. It was like, I mean, it was like a giant wool
This is
polo.
like 1980s dollars. It's like $150 shirt or $200 shirt.
You were a high roller if you were rocking Benetton. It was.
What's the best gift you've ever gotten yourself?
Oh,
me.
Are we back to the dog in the room thing again?
Yeah, I think we are.
Oh no! Oh no!
Mike, say mine right now. I just
peanut
butter.
Kyle, what's the best gift you've ever gotten yourself? Can you think of something?
What's that watch I got the other day?
So yeah, there was no occasion though.
No, that was
I was
gift
gonna
for
say
being awesome.
My current truck was a gift for being awesome. Like at the time, I was doing a lot of woodworking, and I had a Ford Focus. And dude, those are just totally incompatible hobbies. Like you can't even bring home a sheet of plywood. You can't bring home any tools, and it was just constantly limiting me. And my wife, who's like mega supportive of all the things that I do, but she was, she's like, you know what? You want a truck? You've taken it on the chin the last couple cars in a row. And she's like, why don't you, treat yourself this time around? And I'm like, really? And yeah, so I got myself my first truck.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat with Woody. My Rouse truck, that's what I treated myself for pulling myself out of the gutter.
There you go.
Mine was a pile of fucking gear I needed to start the whole channel up, between the studio equipment and the fucking computer and the PVR. My God.
I find that gear never ends, man. Like
it does
never end.
First you get yourself a PVR and you think you're in the game.
Yeah,
and then you're like, well, actually, I need a better mic. Well, actually, these 8-hour render times aren't getting it done. I need a new computer. Yeah. Well, actually, now I need to do in real life videos. So I bought a nice camera, the worst way you can. Like I bought a low-end camera, a mid-end camera, and a high-end camera, which just adds to the cost of the high-end camera you eventually want. Yeah. I've gone through, I guess I'm on my second mic now. I hope that's the last one. I could go on and on, but I just find, now I have a bunch of guitar video ideas. Recording that, like multiple mics at one time with mixers and all that stuff, cameras, it's an even bigger deal than commentary. So.
Oh, you know what, Woody? Talk to me after. I might be able to help.
Let me ask you something, Woody. Because this has been affecting my life overall. How do you teach yourself to do two different things with your hands?
All right. On that note, hang on 1 second. I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
You're gonna go test out the theory.
So the first year,
I gotta pee, but I don't like where it's going.
The first year I met Jackie, we had sex like 500 times, and I walked out of it with that ability.
I mean, sex is part of it. I mean, sex is part of the question. But the main thing I was concerned about was like guitar. I attempted to learn guitar. I was in for like 2 months hardcore. Now I could do the single string stuff, but when it comes to changing over and strumming at the same time, I was like a retarded kid asking to do like Chinese checkers. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was like missing the guitar altogether and like strumming air. And I just like 4 foot off the guitar strings trying to strum.
Asking me for advice on how to play guitar is very much akin to asking me advice on like how to do better at rap music. Like I'm really not your guy, but I will say I've improved. Like the one thing they taught me early is that if you want to learn to play fast, play slow. Right? Play slow, get it right, play it again, and again.
There you go.
Tempo fuck faster than I play guitar.
I think
I had to look at my hands. All right, I got the key. Look down here. All right, let me strum. Boop, 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 boop. All right, move this finger here. Move this finger here. Look back down. Boop, 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 boop.
Well, when I first started taking drum lessons, I was 14, and at the time, I got into it because I was just so into Metallica, and I was like, I gotta fucking do this. This is my calling, and I ended up getting this great teacher. And I show up on my first day, and he sits down and he rips out this incredibly awesome solo. It just goes fucking bananas. And he's like, all right, let's get your lesson started. And I'm like, oh, I get to play this drum set. That thing was a monster. It was like a Tommy Lee sized kit, like 10-piece drum set. And he's like, all right, come on over here. And there's a drum stool and a fucking practice pad. And he goes, all right, ready? Ding, tip, tap, tap, tap. And I'm like, what the fuck? He goes, oh, you're not going to actually touch the drum set for 6 months. And so
really?
I had
he stuck to that for 6 months?
He did. And I had to look at that drum set. Every Wednesday after school, I'd ride the bus up and sit in there for an hour and stare at that thing. And then I'd have to go home. And all I had was these big giant practice sticks and this old ass fucking instruction book from, 1960 with a guy who looked like he belonged on Meet the Press on it. And you know what, though? Like, I mean, I got so frustrated and I stuck to it. And that's it, though. I mean, it sounds lame to have to sit there and do things slowly and slowly and slowly. But you know what? I mean, it worked out, because if he had let me sit down on that drum set on day one, like, what the hell would I have actually done? Nothing. I would have just choked. But when I finally
banged on the fucking drum, that's what I would have done.
Yeah, but I didn't want to bang on the drum. I wanted to kill it. You know what I mean? I wanted to kill it. And when he finally did let me sit down, it was like, holy shit, I can play.
Nice.
So you just have to have an immense amount of patience to do it, which is hard if you start it later in life, because I mean, I'm 36 and I have zero fucking patience, but it's all used up on everybody else. I have none left for myself, basically. But just go slow.
Yeah, go slow. And I'm certainly not an expert, but what I find is like, it used to be I had to really, really, really love a song if I wanted to play that song, because I knew I'd just do that song and only that song for the next 3 weeks, and that's a lot to listen to.
Yeah.
Now, to say I could pick up a song in a day or in a session or two is kind of exaggerating. That might stretch how good I get at the song, but it starts to sound like it. It sounds like the song I'm trying to play. It might be a little slow. It might I'm looking for the timing. What am I looking for?
I feel stupid.
I'll go too fast, too slow, but it's more or less the song, and it doesn't take me 3 weeks to get there anymore. So I'm slow.
Well, yeah, it's momentum driven, and the thing is, what I had a couple other teachers in different instruments, and one thing that I always thought was the awesomest sort of statement, very wise, was learn how to play, learn everything there is to know, and then forget it, and now you're ready. And that's what happens. That's like what you're happening. Now, just forget it.
Let me ask you this question: how can I play Guitar Hero very well, but suck so much at real guitar?
Do you know how bad I suck at Guitar Hero? I can't play that for shit. Like I can play 5 instruments well, but I get on Guitar Hero and I fail. Like,
I'm just wondering.
it's nothing.
I was thinking about what items do I do where I use both hands and they're independent of each other. And the first thing I thought I had was Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
I can play Guitar Hero, but I can't strum a guitar and change notes. I can't rub my belly and pat my head.
So, Wings, your voice is a little robot. You don't know what would be causing that, do you? Like, you're not downloading or uploading.
No, I'm not doing nothing differently.
Oh, it's better. It's better. It could have been my connection. Mine's been terrible lately.
It's not a great prolapse, is it?
Wings. So the topic that everyone's been waiting for, the topic that's been filling the chat all along, we want you to bestow us with your awesome sex advice.
What advice do you need?
I don't know. We could start with how to make a woman nut by kissing her.
Ooh.
Well, that depends on every different woman. I mean, is it, you want me to teach you how to kiss a woman?
Without touching me. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's something that came natural to me. You don't want to start out with the tongue right away, but you don't want to apply too much pressure either. What you don't want to do is you don't want to peck. Generally the first kiss you ever receive is going to be like a peck on the lips, like something you do with your cousin when you're little, or somebody like that, when you're experimenting.
We're not all from the South.
Is this a stepsister thing again?
Wait a minute. You experimented with your cousin?
You never heard the term kissing cousins and shit like that?
Come on now.
Kissing cousins and I didn't.
Come on now.
Wait, you know what? Actually, can I interrupt the story? I'm so sorry, because Wings, that's an awesome topic, but I have this email that I have to read you guys. Let me find it. It won't take long.
That is one long piss, by the way. Is he okay?
Yeah, where'd Kyle go? Maybe he didn't really just pee. But let me find this email. Gosh.
I gotta say, the mods are on fire. Somebody beat me to banning somebody.
Kidney stone.
Wait. I found it. All right. What? My screen just went black. Come on, baby. Come back.
And by the way, guys, everybody downs me for like having fingernails. There's a reason I have fingernails for the most part. I like to keep my fingernails a little longer than, normal for a guy, and that reason is actually all devoted around relationship status.
What? You mean like it means you're taken?
No. I use the fingernails to pleasure a woman.
Ah. Oh, okay. I want to hear. Are you going to share that?
Yeah.
I don't keep them long enough to like hurt them if you're fingering them or something like that. But I keep them long enough to actually stimulate the skin.
I mean, I've been around the block a little bit, and I'm not sure I know what you're doing.
But you never like when you're kissing a woman, you like feel on her neck and like softly scratch her jawline. Like you don't got to scratch like tear hunks out of her. You just drag the nails along, and it picks the hair up on the back of her neck, and you actually can feel it when it stands up. It adds to the overall feeling. Yeah, like even if you're going
don't pay any attention to him. You keep going. You're doing great.
That was good.
Even if you're going,
yeah, go ahead.
Even if you go in doggy style, you can like use your fingernails to scratch it, like slowly drag your hands along the outline of her hips, and that adds to the overall experience as well. There's a million different things you can do with just like raising your fingernails. It really stimulates the skin. It actually feels really good. Like you can do it to yourself, like just do it on the back of your neck.
Oh, I already am.
Yeah.
Why do you think I shut up for so long?
I find this easy to masturbate to.
I'm sitting in my own fucking stew right now, guys.
All night until tomorrow, every time.
Yeah.
Oh my God, stop. All right, so the long fingernails. Now let's get back to the kissing. How do we make a girl nut by kissing?
Like I said, I've only ever done it with one girl.
Mm-hmm.
And it might have been she was overworked up, but you just got to work around it. Like you just got to be able to. It's more about rhythm than anything. It's not like a technique you can use. Just hold up. Yeah, sorry about that. It's not like a technique you can use, but it's more like being in harmony with her. There's one thing you want to avoid doing when you're kissing a girl, especially a girl for the first time, is you want to avoid shoving your tongue in her mouth. And you want to avoid trying to eat her face. Those are the two main things you want to avoid doing.
Those are good tips right there.
Because generally, every female I've ever talked to, a bad kisser generally slobbers on them or tries to stick their tongue down their throat, which, I've kissed a few girls, and I've never actually went any further than, like, maybe the tip of their tongue or maybe, like, their teeth themselves. But I never... You guys ever kiss down their throat? Like, they actually try to stick their tongue there? Who does that?
Well, not at first, but hopefully you work up to that sort of animal section where you're just trying to eat each other alive. But...
So you just hold your breath, trying to stick your tongue as far in her mouth as humanly possible? What are you doing?
Yeah. You want to be a mixture between Hannibal Lecter and those face-hugging aliens from the Alien movie.
There you go. Beautiful.
Kyle, are you sure you're doing it right?
No, trust me on this. Trust me.
The male. It's
meanwhile. You want to go Freddy Krueger on their back.
You know what though? Like, aside from being a little over the top, Kyle might be onto something here. I cannot find this mail. Well, actually, I found it, and when I tried to open it, I got a blank screen. And one of my subscribers is not only a kissing cousin himself, but a kissing cousin proponent. And he outlines which state that it's legal in and how it's completely fine and not a big deal. And I was going to read the email to you guys. And the truth is, in this general realm, I'm kind of for anything that doesn't hurt people. So,
sure.
If hypothetically, the cousin's children turned out fine, and it was all an overblown deal, then I wouldn't have a problem with it. It doesn't sound like anyone's hurt,
dude. That whole incest, higher birth defect, that's all bullshit. That's just something to keep family lines from crossing. I know that sounds horribly bad for me being from South Carolina, but
Yeah, I don't know how much total bullshit. I think it's probably definitely exaggerated, but
I mean, look at it this way.
That's what my suspicion is.
Like a female dog can have a puppy, and in 2 years, that puppy will try to ride its own mother and have another puppy.
Puppies.
Yeah, but the fact is, are those other if a dog, like a male dog from a female that the female had, mates with its own mother, do you expect that puppy to come out retarded?
I hope. I think retarded dogs are awesome.
I think actually a reason that a lot of dogs have like like you'll see a lot of Dalmatians are deaf, or a lot of Labradors have like issues with their eyelids, and their front legs will kind of be like knock-kneed. It's because of the inbreeding.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. And inbreeding causes trouble there.
We're looking at it this way.
But wait, you know what? We've gotten off the topic of Wings of Redemption sex advice.
How much you want to beat it to death about? I mean, you get to be too broad.
We want skills. Yeah, we want skills.
Yeah.
How about skills? What skills you got, Woody?
What's your lack of skills. I do the windmill on her like a bad fighter.
What is that? What's the
windmill? What's the windmill? It's when you run up to her, waving your arms in circles and smack her.
Picture like the Three Stooges now.
Yeah. Now you're getting it. Now you're getting it. So I'm trying to think here. Like my.
Here by the Kyle, what is your best move on a woman?
Oh.
These things are like pretty straightforward, dude. I think you just want to like and I don't know, like even if I want to share this with our viewing audience, because I know some are 10 years old, but I mean kissing around their ears and neck, and I think the obvious erogenous zones are obvious for a reason, so you don't have to like look for some weird nerve ending that's like on the back of their knee, because you're probably just going to end up paralyzing her
or boring her.
From what I've heard, vaginas are pretty sensitive, so
those work.
If you can go
back of the knee is a good example. Like
slam dunk.
So I was watching, what was that TV show with the really skinny lawyer? It was a woman.
Oh, Ally McBeal.
Yeah.
Ally McBeal, thank you.
Yeah, Callista Flockhart, yeah.
So there was a scene in one of those shows somewhere where they talked about the back of the knee being some kind of like super duper amazing erogenous zone. And I'm like, oh yeah, taking sex advice from sitcoms, that makes perfect sense. I'm in. And I gave it a try, and more or less it was boring. They're like, can you get to some place that's not like, my freaking calf?
Here's one. This is actually I've had great success.
I've tested the foot thing out. Remember I was talking about foot, where you can get an orgasm from a woman's foot? That's just bullshit.
Let me bring the viewers back up. The Wings of Redemption said that women will willingly give you their feet to massage, and that if he could get them to nut by massaging their feet, then clearly they would be down for much more. So, and you found out that's not working for you?
Yeah, I looked at one of those like little pressure point charts, like you see them in the malls and like any like Thai massage place. Fucking bullshit.
Well, then they're just ready for a Kate Spade bag, and they don't want anything to do with you after that.
Wait a minute. I normally know what these things is. A Kate's, and normally what they are, a Kate Spade bag?
Yeah. I'm surprised you haven't been pushed into one of these yet.
You can push people into them?
No, wives push you into them.
They're like $500.
Yeah.
Like this New York purse thingy.
Oh, wait. A Kate Spade bag is not a...
it's not a sexual position.
Oh, fuck it. I'm not interested anymore.
Yeah, no, yeah. You'll know soon enough. No.
It's overpriced piece of cow leather with a strap.
Here's one for you. Small of the back.
That works.
That works for days. Small of the back. Easy as fuck and very effective.
Heel of your palm, small of the back, anywhere in the spine.
I do it different. Here's my move is this, right? Like if there's two things here, right? If you're kissing her from the front, back of the, like I'll say fingernails, but like the trailing fingernail technique with the back of your hand, slowly up like her side to her lats is a good move. And if she's on her belly and undressed, then that same thing, like back of fingernails, light touch up her back is a good warm up. And the basic thing on this, I found is the slow warm up. And I know it's cliche, right? Like Kyle said, right? The core stuff that everybody sort of knows, kiss here, work there. Don't dive in with your full enthusiasm. that's what it takes, right? You know, to listen for the signs, listen for the feedback, slow warm up. That's how it actually works well. And it's easy on the guy side to be like, all right, man, my ramp up time is so fast, and like, you know, get the aggressive stuff. My experience has been that girls aren't into the aggressive stuff until, you know, 15 minutes, 20 minutes in.
And then by then we're pretty much done.
Have you guys
All
ever,
right, UFC Unleashed is coming on in 10 minutes. Can we?
you guys
do
ever,
part two tomorrow?
well, Woody's obviously never done this, so because he's been with the same girl forever. But you ever like had sex in the same way like 3 or 4 or 5, 6,000 times, and then you switch positions and you go from like a 15, 20-minute guy to like a 2-second guy because the new position just feels so good and new to you.
Yep.
Yeah, there are. But like shucks, here I'm about to share a lot, right? Like most of the time, your goal is to finish together, right? That's what your objective is. And I'll add this: like the 17-year-old version of me, I would finish when I finished. That was the deal. You know? Like, there really wasn't a lot of like, you know, control in that. You get what you get. Sometimes it rocks, sometimes it doesn't. The older version of me is like.
You're thinking about dead kittens and shit while you're trying to read her.
Long division.
An expert cowboy with his lasso, right? You know, we got this shit on lockdown. We can make it dance. We can make it pick up a basketball. We can finish when we want to. We can start when we want to. We can do our thing. Like, this is the phase I'm in right now. And I mostly finish together. When I don't, you know, when she's ahead of me and she's like, you know, hey, you know, speed up. You know, I'm done here. I'm like, hey, turn over.
That's breaking out the romance.
Breaking out the romance. So,
why does everyone want to mute me on the stream for some reason?
I don't pay any attention. You're gold. But yeah, so the whole thing of you know, like some positions being quicker than others. I agree.
I was coming there because I had my first experience actually last night in that, and you know, generally when I've had sex, especially with the newer girlfriend, it's always been she's been on top and, you know, I've been on bottom. That's the way we've done it most of the time since we've been sexually active together.
I had a girl like that.
And I've lost enough belly weight to actually do it missionary style, and I've never been able to do it missionary style before. I could do it doggy, I can do it with her on top and things like that. And doing it missionary style, I was a one-pump chump. I was like, wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
It surprised me how little I basically was able to last in that new position. Like it almost embarrassed me. I was like red in the face.
You had the whiskey dick. I think froggy style is really hard to stay.
What's froggy style? What is that?
Froggy style is doggy style, but you get up on it, right?
So that hurts your calves.
Well, yeah, it's a very good leg workout, but I mean, you get all up in that. I mean, you're all up in that.
That's the only way my doggy style works.
So I just bought a titanium sport. Let's talk about that.
Kyle, did you have sex tips?
No, I want to move away from this. Like, I don't know, a driver after a hit and
how do
run.
you go down on a girl?
I think you want to focus to the little man in the boat and maybe
the little man in the boat.
While using
do you paint the fence? Do you press the tongue down, or do you actually try to suck it like a little cock?
Oh no! Suck that thing! Come on now! Suck it like a little bitty cock.
I'm like, this is awkward, right? Like, I'm like, you know, I could give this lesson in 30 seconds. Should I really hit this?
No, dude.
I really think we should talk about the titanium spork that I just ordered.
What did you order?
I actually want to hear these 30-second tips from Woody here. Because this is a part of my game I've been trying to improve.
Oh my God, the little man.
All right, here we go.
I'm gonna be able to eat cheesy Fiesta potatoes and never worry about my spork, like, you know, bending or breaking or anything like that. I could probably use it as a weapon at some point.
You know what? So I'm about to give this 30-second tip, and I'll tell you why I'm a little nervous, right? This is what's going through my head. Oh my God, paintball kitties in the stream, right? Like it's like I'm giving fighting tips with Joe Lozon listening in, right? I'm giving oral sex tips with Kitty listening in. I'm like she's going to be judging me and telling me how on target I am. But
you better come correct now.
Yeah, right. I'm going to hit. If I don't get this right, then Kitty's going to let me know. But here's the deal. My general start warm up is not even go for the center yet, to start with the inner thighs, maybe kiss one, kiss the other, go across with just sort of a wisp of touch or whatever, build up the anticipation. You may do like the big dog tongue licks up the center when you're finally ready to go, when you've built that. But then when it comes to actually, beyond the buildup, right? When you come to actually, the oral equivalent of sex, at the top, the way top, right? The highest thing she's got going on there, that's where the clit is.
Yeah, we understand that much.
The little man in the boat.
Little man in the boat. Sort of with one hand, I will pull the boat back, exposing the passengers, and pressure and pretty much straightforward licks are what gets the job done. You do that for, I don't know, 2.5 minutes or so, and you're good to go.
And if you've got a really, really cool partner, you gotta pay a little attention.
Here's a question.
To the backside?
To the whirlpool. Yeah, we'll call it the whirlpool.
Do you eventually build up breathing? Do you eventually ever build up your breathing pattern with that?
Build up hers or mine?
Mine, like personally, like I find myself being smothered down there because she likes to force my head into it.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to keep pulling off to get air. Like, is there a way to breathe down there while doing that, or is it something you just gotta really get a hold of your breath?
You can
do both
it through your nose.
Yeah, you can do it through your nose. You can do both at once, but also there's going to be parts in there where you're not breathing.
Yeah, it's like you're diving down for some treasure.
Exactly right. Yeah, I can swim for an hour. Sometimes I'm getting.
Now, what happens if she's not as fresh as she wanted her to be? Do you still do it?
Then you have absolutely no.
Damn it. All right, stop.
Yeah. Then you
No, motherfucker. No, we're not talking about nasty pussy. All right, God damn it. I've stood through this long enough. No, we're switching to a new topic. I don't care if it's like fucking new LED light bulbs, if it's TVs, if it's fucking guns, jewelry, or video games. But we're not talking about nasty pussy, and we're certainly not talking about what to do if she has a nasty pussy. What you do is you say, I'm not eating your nasty pussy, go to the shower. Yeah, that is what you do.
Yeah, that's pretty much right. So let me help you. This is what you would do, right? I would probably say something subtle, like not now, and hoping she gets that a time or two. But there is an obligation on the girl's part that if you're going down on her, then she is in a state which is good for going down on. That's just part of the deal.
Yep. You shouldn't even be allowed to get to that point. That's just a level of awareness that you have to trust them.
I think Paintball Kitty has the proper response here.
Let's shower together. Yeah, that'll work too.
I'd be done. I'd just be super flaccid, man, immediately, like done.
Right, but
I don't want the shower. I just want to go to bed.
If you're allowing someone to do a particular thing to you, if you're allowing someone to do a particular thing to you, then you have an obligation to be ready for that particular thing, whatever it might be.
Yeah, but if it's spur of the moment.
Well, if it's spur of the moment, then she'll have to go without the oral. If that's the way that she is at the time, right? She should know. That's
I get knocked off my. I would get knocked off my game. I'm done.
Yeah, I'm actually not particularly into shower sex. I find it distracting. It's a fine place to warm up, but not a great place to finish.
And they're drowning in there anyway.
Water is not an effective lubricant.
No, it's an anti-lubricant.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
Topic then.
Have you ever seen somebody run from the cops with LA lights?
What's this?
Have you ever seen somebody run from the cops with LA lights on?
What? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Back when I was little, they said back when I was little, they had these shoes called LA lights. And when you step, the heel of them would like light up. Like
right. They had like LEDs in the heel.
About that? We're talking about children's footwear?
Yeah.
They made for adults too.
Oh, you know what I have? I have it. I'm totally going to rock them at PAX this time. I have Heelys.
What the hell's a Heely?
Those are pretty cool.
It's the sneakers with the roller skates built into them.
Why the fuck do you have Heelys?
So I could Heely with the kids, right? Like both my kids had Heelys.
Nice.
And it was like, yeah, this could be like an activity that I share with them. And now sometimes we go to the cul-de-sac and just freaking Heely up. I'm the only dad in the neighborhood with Heelys. It's like I keep saying on the channel, you know, you can't stay young forever, but you can always be immature. That's the way I roll.
Now, Woody, at what age did you figure out where you started to transition from like a reckless teen to a dad? At what point did you stop having the beer parties and you start having the board game night with your closest friend?
You know, there were almost there were a bunch, right? So when I became more into athletics, the alcohol thing kind of cut off in a really serious way. When I got my first grown-up job, like that had a big impact on me too. And all of a sudden, like that was when ambition started. Like you're a competitive guy, career-wise. It was like, all right, you know, so this is the game of life. I want to do well. I want to be, you know, a top whatever % earner. I want to be, you know, this or that. I want to be this educated. I kind of got game of life competitive. And that happened, you know, in my very early 20s. And then when I became a dad, that actually impacted some of my risk taking. I was stupid before that. And then all of a sudden when kids existed in my life, it was like, wow, you know, like if I were to die, this would have a traumatic and dramatic difference on the lives of my kids and my wife and whatever. You know, it's not just like a boyfriend dying on you. It's a chunk of your life that is forever. And also some of the risks I took, like driving fast in a neighborhood, all of a sudden became not just about me. It was like, wow, there are other children in this neighborhood, and I would ruin somebody else's life. And that didn't I didn't wake up to that until I had kids. So,
what age were you?
So I had my first kid at 26, I think. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right on.
Let me ask you this question. All right. The one thing that I have in my life that's still stupidly reckless that I do on a very, very often is pass people on the highway.
Oh.
Do you ever find yourself doing that still?
Like passing on the right?
No. Like if you get behind somebody, say the speed limit on the road's 45, and you like to do like 50, like 5 miles above, and the person in front of you is doing the 45.
Oh, fuck!
I'll just speed up and pass them and get in front of him.
I'm from Massachusetts. I do that every day.
I mean, like, when do you lose that aspect of your life?
You don't.
You know, passing's fine. It's the bad passing. It's the like when I had a motorcycle, I would pass on uphill corners between cars. Like I thought that double yellow line was my lane. Like that's the stupid passing that I used to do.
Yeah.
See, I would never done that.
Yeah, man, that was. I did that a lot, and it was a thrill for me. But whatever.
So you think I'm in the good if I still wait for like the like little dotted lines to pass the car?
Oh yeah, dude, you're fine. You're fine.
That's how you do it, baby.
Yeah, you're fine. I mean,
I was wondering because I usually speed up like 70, 75 miles an hour to 40. Like I just get mad, like just fly by and let them know how mad I'm at because they're fucking slow as shit.
That's okay. I almost got killed by some stupid woman today. Me and my wife and my son were driving down to the city called Worcester, and there's this, you know that asshole who's in the left lane. The speed limit's 65. They're doing 55, and they know you want to get by. And they're just like, "Fuck you."
It's usually me when I cops behind me. I like to box cops in and just go really slow.
Oh man, that drives me nuts. I'm like fucking.
Yeah, if I see a cop behind me and I see him telling somebody, I'll slow down so that car he's telling, I'll be like right there, like halfway between the car he's telling and them, and just go super slow and just try to keep up with the car he's telling, just boxing him in so he can never pass the guy. Then if he gets behind me, I'll go 5 miles under the speed limit on cruise control.
You know what bugs me too is whenever a cop pulls somebody over, right? So you're like a mile away from some poor sucker got pulled over by a statey. He's about to get a ticket, and you're like, what is all this traffic? You know, why do people slow down to 35 miles an hour when there's a cop pulled over giving someone a ticket? Like he's going to say, oh, fuck it, I'm going after this one, and run and jump in his car. I never understood why. And to this day, it's almost every time you see it. There's a guy pulled over, and everybody slows down to 35. I'm like, fine, I'm going to get in the passing lane and go 70.
If you ever wondered, You ever wanted to clip a cop when he passes you and you're already doing the speed limit?
No, I have family in law enforcement. Absolutely not.
I have family in law enforcement too. I tell them every day they have a fucked up job.
Yeah, I have a relative who's a president of a patrolman's union. So
yeah, but look here, if I can't speed, you can't speed. Let me clip your bitch ass.
Oh man, that no,
yeah, no, I don't think the same way. Like, actually, I prefer cops that speed. Right, the worst thing in a cop for me is one that's going the speed limit, and that means I'm stuck. Like, I have this notion that if I pass a cop going the speed limit, I'm getting a ticket.
Yeah, he's basically trolling at that point.
Yeah,
trolling,
exactly.
Yeah. Right. I want my cop to go 15 over so I can go 10 over and not worry about him.
Yeah, and then you see you later, buddy. But if he's hanging around.
Yeah, I was on the interstate. I was going like 85, and I see a state patrol car coming up behind me, and I'm like, oh shit! So I pull over into the slow lane. He goes by me. He's going 110.
Right.
I got no problem getting right behind him and sticking at 85.
And you're looking in the rearview mirror like you have a fucking body in the trunk. Yeah. Come on, man, just get out of here.
I don't actually like 110, right? At that point, he's doing something dangerous. Unless you're in a hurry, unless there's someone at your destination that needs you, keep it to 15, 20 over. But I don't want my cop to go the speed limit. I don't want that. He's just trolling.
Yep, he's looking for tickets. They got the quota, at that morning, like, all right, guys, we need some more tickets.
By the way, to stop those trolling cops, just get in front of them and go 5 under and put it on cruise. They will pass you in a heartbeat.
You can get pulled over going under the speed limit because I think
it's going to be 15.
They can pull you over for whatever they want. They'll find something.
Yeah. I think that's the same argument as they can pull you over for going 5 over. They tend not to.
Yeah.
They can't pull you for 5 under. Just 15 under.
I see. I don't know about 5 under for sure. And I'm sure it varies state to state as well.
I would love for him to pull me because guess what? As soon as I get another ticket, I'm going to find every which way and right I have, and I'm going to use every one of them, and I'm going to videotape it.
Do you ever go to court to contest a speeding ticket?
Because, like, I know in South Carolina, we have the right to talk to our arresting officer every day until the trial, and you get 3 extensions. So I'm going to call him every day for like 90 days and ask him will he please drop the speeding ticket. And he has to meet me at least once a week in person if I request it. Because guess what his ass is going to do? He's going to meet me once a week in person.
Yeah. If you wait till it goes to court, then usually they won't even show up.
Well, that ain't how our traffic court even what happens. If fucking our traffic court is like you can either plead guilty or not guilty. If you plead not guilty, you got to pay the full ticket.
It's like, do I go to court or do I make $90 an hour on a pay job? They're like, nah.
All right, so we're almost wrapping up. I'm looking through the topics that people asked us to cover. One of them was the CPX Sport paintball event. If you don't know, there's a couple of YouTubers going up to CPX Sports. It's outside Chicago in Illinois, and it looks like the dates are going to be the 24th through the 26th. And I'll do a video that really tells people all about it, everything they need to know when the dates get totally locked in. But if you wanted to plan, then that would be the time. There's a bunch of YouTubers going. It should be a good time. I'm looking forward to it.
I got one more question about the road stuff before we get off of it. Who judges this? Like, what sets a speed limit on a road?
Money.
Like the big thing here is like 544. Like, I don't know, you probably never drove it in your life, but 544 is about a 23-mile highway. And it's 100% straight, but it's 45 miles an hour the entire way.
Oh, gosh. I'm guessing the people that build it, have some sort of recommendation or better yet. So what I know about road construction, this is from working in a company that did it a long time ago. The state, or in the case of New Jersey, I think the Port Authority, like specs it out. And they'll say, this is the road that we want. This is the speed limit that it's going to be. Like the state determines all that stuff before the road is even built. And I'm guessing that they look at, visibility on the road, height adjustments on the road, how curvy the road is, and find something safe. And on your case, it doesn't seem to fit though, does it? It seems like you could go 80.
It's not like an interstate because there is like businesses on the left and right hand side of it, but most of the road is not in a town. It's like in between towns.
Yeah, there's a similar road in North Carolina, 64. And they do a good job of upping the speed limit outside the town limits. Like I think it's high 70 at one point, and it's down to 35 when you're in town, which is exactly what it should be.
It's 45 in town around here.
It's 45 in some towns around here too.
Yeah. I've always thought that was annoying. Like, man, I want to drive 60 on this road, but it won't fucking let me. Because it's one of those roads you just put cruise control on and you just zone out. Because the road's so fucking straight, you just hold the truck steady.
All right, so I think we've wrapped up Painkiller already, episode 55. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and now we'll go to the post show. Anyone have any last words?
Perfect. I guess I'd like to just ask everybody if I could plug myself for 2 seconds, and please come check me out. But other than that, thanks for having me, guys. This was a fucking blast.
Yeah, where can they find you at?
Yeah, tell us your channel slowly.
Yeah, so my channel slowly is MrChaosMath. So that's a capital M, capital C, and a capital M.
All one word.
Yep, all one word.
On YouTube. Okay, guys. Painkiller already, episode 55. All right. So, MrChaosMath, your level of exposure. There's about 5,000 people in the stream, but we're not recording the podcast anymore, which has like 250,000 listeners. But you know,
okay.
Don't go sharing your true feelings about me.
I feel stupid then. Sorry.
All the people that want prank calls, dude, those are really hard to do. We don't do them every show, so please quit asking for them.
Yeah, it's up to Kyle mostly, you know.
I'll do them. Don't make me the one raining on the parade.
Yeah, we can. If you guys
No, I don't want to.
Oh, okay. That's the thing.
No,
right?
I'd love to do it, but I'm not going.
You know, sometimes I guess just like you guys, right? Sometimes you're hot, and sometimes it's not in the mood for it. And he's not our trained monkey. So sometimes he wants to do it, sometimes he doesn't.
You can't make a dog come sit on your lap.
You can do that. Yeah.
Well, it depends on how small the dog is.
You can give peanut butter to the little man in the boat.
Oh God, I want a book of wingsism.
Wingsisms, I like that.
Things like that right there. Like, can't make a dog sit in your lap. That's so great. That's so fucking epic. Dude, Wings, you wanna like a 300,000 view video? That's it. Just like go through the last 255, maybe 500 of your videos, and just pick out the wingsisms. Pick out those funny things you say, and just have them back to back to back. Oh, it'd be so epic. It'd be so epic.
That's what Ace is for.
That would actually be pretty good. Like, if you just listen to your stuff and you're like, oh, yeah, that was silly. That didn't come out right. Oh, bears are human. That's a winner. Let's get that in there. You know,
it seems like a lot of fucking work, too.
It would be a lot of work. But, you know, maybe if you take a day off, you could use that one that sits on your channel for a while.
That's nice.
Or I could sub it out to fans. If anybody wants to put that together, let me know.
Oh, yeah. Dude, yeah, put them to work.
Could happen.
I subcontract up in this bitch.
Wingsisms, I like that.
That would be pretty epic. I still want the one where you tell us about all your chickens.
Somebody quoted me, I beat this thing down like a disobedient wife.
That could be an FPS Russia-ism, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would work for him. But yeah, dude, Wings, I keep telling you, I want to tell the stream. The stream, tell me if this idea is a winner. Picture Wings of Redemption in his backyard. And in his backyard, he's raising these, like, fighting chickens or fighting cocks. And and then he just goes with this videotape, like, telling us about all his cocks. Like, oh, yeah, this cock right here, he's a sweet one. You know, I don't know that he'll ever be much of a fighter. This black cock, I like to spend a lot of time with this big black cock right here. This thing is my...
He's my warrior.
Yeah, this one's my warrior.
He's my workhorse.
Whenever I'm feeling up for it, I take the big black cock right here.
And just pet its head and be like, I just like to stroke it.
Stroke the black cock. This is the one. Right. This cock over here, I don't know. I'm still getting used to him. He and I are just sort of getting acquainted with each other. We'll see how this thing works out. And then maybe at the very end,
I don't think you understand how friendly these things are.
If we could get one of to chase you, like, I don't care, dude. Put some birdseed in your back pocket, and you run away frantically from a cock scared. Like, that would be epic. That would be the perfect ending.
Cue Benny Hill theme.
These things dive at you through the cage as soon as you come near them because they want to kill you.
I thought you said they were friendly.
No,
They're not friendly.
they're not friendly at all.
It doesn't matter.
They're 50 alpha males all looking at each other all day, ready to kill each other.
50 cocks.
Oh, dude, that just leads, like, this cock right here wants to hurt me bad. Say it. Say it.
This cock's giving me the hairy eyeball.
I had to shave this cock the other day. He knows he ain't got no top right there.
You need to, man. That would be a huge video. I don't know why you haven't made it yet.
Dude,
this is the time.
This is a big cock right here. It's got like a 26-inch wingspan.
That's right. That's right. Like
there's a fucking book right there. This cock, ... I mean, you can just keep going.
Dude, the time for gameplay advice is November. In November, everyone wants some tips on how to set up their classes. In December, everyone wants to learn some new lines of sight, some crazy domination cap spot that wasn't very obvious, but it's really cool. It's June, baby. Everyone knows where to cap flags. Everyone
this cock
knows
went to the market.
That ghost and silencers go well together. Tell them about your cocks.
Yeah, that's one video. What I do for the other 3 videos that day and the other 20 that week.
A video like that, you should let it run all day. A video like that is not a 7-vid day. You bury a piece of brilliant work. That's the one you sit on there and tweet about. Ask for a retweet or something. That video would work. Oh, and then it just occurred to me it wouldn't be a gaming video. Gaming's a really tough category to get first place.
Oh yeah, I destroyed the front page if I'm not in gaming.
I'm thinking pets and animals. You will get front page with that on pets and animals.
There you go. Take that, white boy.
We didn't say that. Yeah, dude. So.
MrChaosMath is in no way affiliated with Painkiller already or any of its associates.
That's right. That's right. I am a nobody. I can say whatever I want.
There are times when I'll watch someone put up like a troll video or whatever and be like, yeah, I
don't care.
The nobody version of me would be all over this, putting up their own whatever. But the actual me just sits there and ignores it.
Are you kind of talking like all this commentator bullshit where all the little small commentators want to try to embarrass the big commentators and we have nothing to gain by participating kind of deal?
Yeah, that's pretty much. Yeah.
I mean, I go through this far. I'm a good player. I know I'm a good player. Everybody that plays on my friends list says I'm a good player. If you don't want to think I'm a good player, fuck you. Bye.
You know. I'm going to tattoo that in Old English on my back.
Yes.
That should be funny.
And for your information, yes, I do not train a cock.
Oh, we know that.
Dude, trust me.
Come on. Like that, you rant. Like, imagine a video where it's like, bears are people too. And then all out of nowhere, and yes, I do have in a cock. I can make it dance.
Oh, man.
Fly. I can train a cock.
Put a GFX lab beat under that, and there you go.
And you rock it big time. But yeah, there are little channels that poke at you all the time, hoping that there can be some kind of advantage to them by punching up, or maybe they're not even looking for an advantage. Maybe they're just genuinely upset, like they don't like to see someone do better. Maybe they don't like your videos and wonder why anybody else would, and it just stems from that. But
yeah. I love people that call me a bad player in like every video, or like the guy that hangs around and watches every one of my videos just to like talk to other people in my videos about how bad of a player I am. Wings ain't even good.
Oh my God, I got my first taste of the hate today. Wings put one of my videos on his channel, and I had 500 kids tell me what a shit musician I am. It was unbelievable. Like, I'm like, really?
Was that you doing the Super Mario thing?
Yeah, that's me.
That was excellent. I liked that.
Thanks. Yeah. So I mean, the amount of hate. Like, I mean, I was braced for hate. I know Wing subs, and I know what they do not like to see other people. You better be rocking like 101 with an Olympia, or you're in.
And even then, you're a scrub.
Yeah. Then like lame.
Happens
I got a 17-minute game on Moss.
Have you put a video on Respawn yet?
Nope.
No, I haven't. I haven't really had time to sort of chase that dragon yet.
So let me explain, right? So when you put a video on your channel, especially if it's small, I'll say less than, I don't want to insult anyone and say their channel is small, but I'll say less than 10 grand, right? If your channel is that size and you upload a video, that's like home court, right? All those guys really like you. They're kind of invested in you. It's that like glory time of the channel where you know a lot of your subs, you recognize most of them, and everything is cool, and every game is a home game.
Yeah.
When you put a video on Respawn, all of a sudden these people have no connection to you, and you get kind of an unfiltered response, right? Sometimes things go well and you get a really fantastic response. Other times, things don't go as well, and there's an ocean. Someone just wrote on there, an ocean of trolls that like to beat the living shit out of you. That doesn't happen every time, right? Sometimes you hit a winner and they're like, yes, this is what I want Respawn to be. But sometimes they don't like your advice. When your channel gets as big as Wings or mine or whatever, even your home games are away games. If I upload a loser, I hear it. I hear it so bad. And the one I keep pointing to is I did this Any Given Sunday parody speech.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
It was good.
That was great.
It.
Yeah.
You're the one that liked it. You must have been the one that liked.
Well, I was hearing 20 years in football.
I wrote that, and I tried hard on that. That wasn't like a first take or anything. I tried that. That was probably my 9th or 12th take, something like that. I practiced it. I practiced it regular voice, practiced it yelling, recorded it, listened to it, didn't love it. That was my very best effort. And when I uploaded it, I thought it was a home run. And then I uploaded it, and it wasn't. And everybody hated it, and it went so bad. And when that happens, even on your own channel, they let you know.
Yeah, it was crazy though. I was expecting some hate, but it was like 74% like, which is pretty okay, I guess. But it was like, they're like, you're the shittiest musician on YouTube. Wow.
Really?
Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's hear your stuff, buddy.
A video like 4 months ago where a kid was kind of trolling me. At first he was giving me a hard time, then he was like sarcastically apologizing, and that turned out to be a bad upload, right? Everyone didn't get that the apologizing was sarcastic, and at least not everybody got it. So that was a bad upload. I had a game last night actually where a guy followed me around with a pistol all game long, just shooting, giving away my position on the map, and I kind of had a decent game in spite of that. Like, I think I led the team in caps and kills, and it was, I think it was like a 3 KD or 4 KD. Nothing special, nothing like that would normally go on YouTube. But with a guy following you with a pistol all game, I thought it was kind of something you don't see. And by following you with a pistol, I mean he's literally shooting it, just making sure your dot's always on the map. And at first I thought about uploading it, and then I thought, no, I remember that one time where people thought I picked on a guy unfairly, like unleashed a sea of subs against him. So I just deleted the game. They're trolling me all game long, and I'm not touching it. Let it go.
Yeah. Haters gotta hate.
Haters gonna hate, yeah. And then he even sent me a message, and I have it like recorded. The message says that he loves my videos, yet he's like the worst possible teammate you could possibly imagine. So, yeah, you get stuff like that.
Well, yeah, and it's usually the only people who take the time to write are the people who are just like, fuck you. The guy who's like, yeah, that was pretty cool, and he hits like, he goes on his merry way. But it's the bitter guy who's gonna actually sit down and write some shit.
One guy's been making YouTube channels that insult my son lately, and it doesn't really bug me, but I look at like, oh, here's a high effort troll.
Yeah, well, it bugs me, you know why, but I'm still at the point where that shit got me.
I'm almost at the point like I'll take his ass. Like, I'm not gonna block him because I know he's gonna show up to every video to try to get under my skin, and that's a free view. And then people will argue with him.
About thick skin. That's next level thick skin. Like, please come. I dare you to say something nasty. You don't understand. You just gave me,
probably 50
whatever.
Extra views because somebody go talk shit about you, and they're gonna come back to the video like 5 times waiting on your response.
That's hilarious.
Oh man, but another thing that always bothers me is like when you tell somebody something like. One of the big questions that always comes up is like, what does ICP stand for? I've said it a million times. It's Wings of Redemption, Intense Camping Productions.
You know what, dude? I remember at first I didn't make the connection, and I was like, he likes Insane Clown Posse? Really? I never would have guessed that.
But the fact is, it doesn't matter. I understand where it comes from because not everybody is 100% on the same level you. Not everybody's a hardcore fan. But communication on YouTube is really hard to come by unless you say the same thing every video. Because even if you make it clear to the point what it means, 2 months from now, that video is lost in a mountain.
Yeah.
And the new guys that come by don't know what the hell it is again. They ask the same question again.
The other side of it is, like you say it, and you know only whatever 15% of the people got it, and then you can't say it again because the 15% that got it will all tell you, like, yo, you already told us this. We need something different. I told that story about getting my winter coat on Christmas, right? I think I told that once before, back when I had like 30,000 subs. Yet there's still like 12 of them in the stream who heard it before. It's like, huh? That's what happens. Sorry about the repeat story. It's the nature of the game.
Like there's all kinds of things I want to do, but like you get haters that just block you. Like I started putting music to the background. Like I really like the music in the background, but it was like split. I was like, okay. So then I gave up the idea of like having a tank game in World at War and like putting ice cream music on the tank every time I got into it. Like it was an ice cream truck.
I heard a joke. Do you guys want to hear the joke?
Oh, yes.
All right, here we go. A first grade teacher repeatedly has trouble with one of her students. Every day, this little boy sits on the back of the class and makes trouble and distracts the other students. She is determined to teach him and decides that the best way to keep him focused is to appeal to his interests. One day, the teacher is giving a lesson on basic arithmetic, and the little boy is goofing off in the back of the class again. She asks him to settle down and says, I have a problem I think you might like. There are 5 birds sitting on a telephone wire. You take your BB gun and shoot one. How many are left? The boy answers, none. Once I fire the gun, they all fly away. The teacher replies, that's not the correct answer, but it's really clever. I like the way you think. The boy says, oh, well, then I have a question for you. 3 women are eating popsicles. One is sucking on hers, the other is licking on hers, and one is biting on hers. Which one is married? The teacher thinks for a minute and answers, well, I guess it'd either be the one sucking on her popsicle or licking the popsicle. The boy replies, no, it's the one with the wedding ring, but I like the way you think.
Nice. That's good.
Oh, shit.
All right.
The elusive wedlocked blowjob. It's a very rare bird. It's almost completely extinct at this point.
You got yours trained wrong then.
No, I'm just
says the guy who's not married.
It's all good. It's all good.
Hey, soon as the head game stops, there's an annulment right around the corner.
Oh, you just gotta know who you're dealing with before you put the ring on, because once you put the ring on, it's a done deal. But if you get the right one, you put the ring on, you're still gonna be just fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not everybody does that. Some people get
his prenuptial agreements before.
Yeah.
Is oral mentioned in the prenup?
Damn straight.
Oh, you're going to be mentioned in the prenup? Like she doesn't get possession of those if the marriage fails.
I know a lot of guys who learned a little too late who they were dealing with.
And those motherfuckers that move them in within the first month and marry them within 6.
Yeah, well, those are just the fucking assholes that you see out on the road every day who just look like they're fucking pissed off at the world. And it's because, well, yeah, they haven't been blown in 2 years. What do they get a blowjob on? They get a blowjob on their birthday and maybe Father's Day or something fucked up like that. I don't know. That's it.
I had one of those assholes today. I was sitting at a light and they had the left turn light in front of me. And this guy in his Titan behind me, he's like blowing his horn as soon as the light turns green because I wasn't looking directly at it.
Oh, yeah. Come on, hurry up.
And then he goes flying by me like, whoa. Yeah. Like, okay, buddy.
So I have a
tire out.
It's not an entertaining question, but I've got it anyway. While I have Wings and Kyle on the thing. I'm looking at a gun safe. And Walmart sells a Sentry gun safe. It's like one of the thicker fireproof ones with an LED lock. Is there any reason not to get that?
Nope.
Is there something?
Nope, no reason. I mean, I get the cheapest gun safe I can find. As long as it weighs like 500 pounds, that's all I give a fuck about.
Yeah, this one's in that class. I don't know if it says what the weight is, but it's...
Yeah, I mean, like the thing about a gun safe is like I mean, if you were literally going to have like bars of gold in there or like $200,000 worth of guns, then yeah, you'd want some big colossal safe that was maybe even built into the foundation, if not the walls as well. But like, if you're just throwing a few rifles in there and it's pretty much to safeguard your children from the guns as well as
Right.
like basically the idea would be if you're on vacation, someone breaks in, they would look at the safe and say, "Oh, it's a safe," and not even bother.
Yeah, right. They'd be like, "Oh, this is one of those thick ones with the."
I just want the safe heavy enough. I just want the safe heavy enough that if he steals the shit, I can feel good about him stealing my guns because he earned it. That's my goal. He got that big bitch out here by himself. Okay, he already deserves the money.
Isn't as heavy as you say. It's a 14 gun safe, which is small enough to fit in a closet, as opposed to like I don't have a basement and I don't want to give up any garage room to it. It would be in a guest room closet, and it weighs, let's see, 200 pounds empty. So I don't know what all the stuff inside it will take it to 250, 275.
Well, yeah. I don't know. 250 is still a pretty good safe to lug out by yourself, but two guys could get it pretty easy. Like my last safe I bought from the gun store right here on Fisherman Headquarters, and I paid $600 for it. It's a 36 gun safe. It weighs about 600 pounds.
So this is the one I'm looking at. I linked it in the stream. Hopefully Walmart holds up just fine, and I'll link it here.
Here's another pro tip about gun safes: never buy them new.
I look for them used.
Like you actually, if you go into like gun stores and stuff, like ask them if they're willing to sell one. Most of them are willing to sell so they can upgrade.
Huh.
That's from my experience. I bought two of mine from gun stores.
Dude, there's a gun safe on Craigslist, and just something about the handcuffs and the leather things. Like, I look at it, and it does look like it's cop stuff, but at first glance, I don't know. Well, look, here's almost exactly what I was about to buy. A 14 gun safe. It's $200. I'm gonna write him now. Should I try to bargain with him or just take it at half price and
bargain with him, dude?
If you can get him down more, fuck it.
Like right here's a Centron 20 gun safe. It retails for $1,200. It weighs 600 pounds. He's selling it for 600. I could probably get him down to probably $450, $500 if he's hard up for cash. It's best to call and talk to them and try to figure out where they are financially, and then bargain based off of that. Because if the guy's like going through a divorce and he's got to move out real quick, you can get that shit off him cheap.
So this safe, I'm looking at it. The best price I found was $420 plus tax and all that crap. So call it $450. I'm gonna offer him $175. I'll say $175, and I'll take it off your hands.
Tell him you'll move it for him.
There you go.
Check out this revolver I'm gonna get. Just link you guys, and I'll link the stream in about 5 seconds.
Yeah, give me just a quick second to get a quick off.
Like right here's a good deal. I'm looking at it like right here, Nainer.
Oh, that's a snub nose.
I got it. Thanks, Kyle.
This is a Canon gun safe. It retails for $2,600. He's selling it for $850. Digital keypad, the whole nine. It's 32 guns. Weighs 720 pounds.
That gun is kind of like it's not what it looks like. Normally with a revolver, the barrel is it lines up with the top of the chamber, but with this one it's with the bottom. So right there where it says Rhino 20 PS, that's the barrel.
Wow. So how many rounds does it hold?
6.
Oh, because it's not round. Like it almost looks like it's triangular.
It is. It's like a. Well, I think it's an octagon or a hectagon. I don't know, but
what's the cartridge?
357 Magnum.
Holy shit!
Why do you like this gun?
I held one today and I just checked it out. It's a really funky looking gun and it handles really well and it's just really interesting all the way around. I want one. I'm going to get one.
The low position of this barrel requires a specific grip style. Please click here to view instructions.
Hey Kyle, can we link us before the stream next time?
He did.
Yeah, he did.
There it goes. That is a small fucking gun for 357.
Yeah, that looks crazy.
It's not much bigger than the freaking round.
Right. That's what I was saying. What kind of cartridge is that? It looks like it would fire 22.
It's the size of my hand. Like when I put it on my palm, it's about the size of my hand. It's a really small gun. It's for a 357, and that, and then I'm gonna get this is the other gun I'm gonna pick up.
That's an interesting grip. It's totally different than a normal pistol grip.
Yeah, I know. It's. But I like unique guns, and that's definitely one of them.
It sounds like a beach gun.
I knew someone, actually, I'm not that close to them. I knew someone who knew someone, but their objective was to get a gun with every action. Like, that was their thing. Every single action they could find. If it was different than what they had, it had to be added to the collection. I thought that was kind of a neat concept. Before I had guns, before I had a gun at all, I didn't understand why anyone would have more than one. And then when I first got one, I could see how people would have one of a couple different kinds. Like, all right, here's your deer hunting rifle, here's your shotgun, here's your pistol, and you're kind of done. That was my next understanding. Now I kind of get the collecting, building an arsenal. If money and space were no object, then I'd have more guns than Kyle. Or more guns than Wings. I don't know who has more, but if money and space were no object, then I could totally see just.
I don't know, Kyle. How many guns do you have? I got 48 right now.
I have about 70.
And Kyle's got more now.
Yeah,
I started out with more. But Kyle's recently came into more money than me.
Yeah, Kyle will be like, he'll call me on a happy day and be like, "Look what I got!"
Man, Kyle don't even call me. What the hell?
I don't have your phone number. You need to send me your phone number because whenever I buy something, I send the pictures to everybody.
Yeah, he doesn't always literally call me. Sometimes it's on Skype or something, and just look at this, and I don't know. I share in his excitement.
That's my cell phone right there.
Someone asked what kind.
Please don't read it out.
So it's 843 number then. See, that's the kind of thing that you do though. If I sent you mine, you'd be like, okay, so 74330, huh? Okay, good deal. I'm like, no.
Oh, that's so. I'm so tempted to read this number, but instead, I don't know why I'm checking to make sure. Wings, that's the number I have in my phone for you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't used that numbers for 2 hours now. But
if anybody out there is like Dark Angel from the movie and they can hear the key tone from my phone and figure out what the number is, that's awesome.
Matter of fact, I got $100 in my pocket if you could do it.
I wouldn't do that because somebody will just take the recording and use a.
Yeah, they'll be up for the next fucking 10 days.
You can use a program to do it, though. There are programs that do that.
Dude, where are these people when I need shit done? If they're fucking busting out programs to fucking figure out the ketones.
Look at all the guesses.
I'm excited about my recent safe purchase. Well, it's not purchased yet. Offer.
Yeah, but you're saving 70% now, and you're getting the same shit. It's a fucking safe. It's a piece of steel. It keeps people out. As long as the lock works, you're good.
What is it? Oh, yes, I love you, Chiz. I do.
How often can a person mistreat a safe? Open the door and slam it a million times and do the combination again?
Yeah, I'm saving at least 65%. That's
makes you feel good, doesn't it?
It does. I'm gonna do.
You know the one thing I've been happy about, because I'm currently moving a girl into the house, and she gets $500 worth of food stamps. That's saving me $1,000 a month for eating out like I've been doing.
Shit, I want to get one of those too. hey, honey, can I move this girl in? She's got a fucking fuckload of food stamps.
I figured out the tax better. I'm saving 62%. Did I go the wrong way? I did, yeah. So 62%. That's what I'm saving.
All right, I just sent you everything that I've gotten in the last week.
Sweet. But have anybody ever actually had anybody figure your phone number out?
Oh, mine's been online.
Yeah,
I'm talking about your personal cell phone.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about my home phone.
Me too. I get motherfuckers calling me randomly. It's what's up, dude? I'm like, who's this?
My home phone hasn't been plugged in for months. Maybe a month. When Portal came out was about when I unplugged it. and yeah, it was ringing off the hook. It wouldn't stop. Like every time I answered a call, like I'd hang up and it'd ring again. It was nonstop, and like it woke my wife up. It woke my family up. It was terrible, and I just pulled the plug on it and screwed that phone.
Shoot, I don't even carry a home phone no more.
We might go without. I kind of wanted to go out without the home phone for a while, and just rock the cells because it's kind of what we like anyway. And my wife was never down for it. But once the home phone got corrupted by, subscribers, well, maybe we'll go that way.
I just look at it like this way. Only person that ever calls me on my home phone is a fucking telemarketer or GameStop.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you get calls from those guys, huh?
Yeah.
What do they want you to do? Like appearances?
No. They want to tell me what game's coming out and if I want to pre-order them.
That sucks, man.
You'd be like, you have 3 unheard messages. Like, sweet! Somebody cares about me. It's like, it's fucking GameStop.
Now.
Yeah,
That's
dude, I'm
right.
going to call you tomorrow and tell you how much I love you.
It's like, I get excited when I get like messages because, all my messages are usually like, come save on an oil change. I don't give a fuck about this.
Yeah.
I just sent you a shitload of pictures. I didn't even know some of this was on my phone. Here's an MP44 I'm sending now.
But you got one now?
No, this is just this is one I saw in Tennessee. It's in the glass case. It's like full accessory kit.
I was about to say, if you had an MP44, I might have to steal that when I go to your house.
What would your next gun purchase be, Wings?
If I had like ass loads of money right now?
Not ass loads, but like your next real, like, what do you want next?
I kind of got my heart set on an F2000. But like if I had all the money in the world, it'd probably be an MG42.
Right. That first scenario was the one I was thinking of.
I've got a. I think I can get an F2000 for probably 1,700. Well, I know 1,700. Maybe it's probably a little bit less than that.
Yeah, but see, I'm looking to spend under 1,500.
Yeah, it's like impossible though. It's hard.
How much would a Remington 700 cost?
Used or new?
Kyle deal new.
About $500.
I paid $714 for mine. About.
That's a lot for a shotgun, man.
Oh,
I'll
you said $700 for a rifle, dude.
Oh, I said it wrong. What is it? 800? Tell me what's the shotgun? 870. Thank you.
Oh yeah,
870, 250, $300.
Okay. Yeah. The reason I don't have one now is the safe. Okay. That's the next step.
The why are people linking me so many creepy things? Lost my train of thought. I shot a five. I think my next gun that I'm picking up is gonna be the FN57 pistol. It shoots what is basically a shortened M16 cartridge.
Wait, what creepy thing did people link you?
I don't. Somebody's sending me some like. Oh, actually, that's not creepy at all. That's fucking hot. I'll link you guys.
Is she in a blue corset?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, that's not creepy, you freaking gay
I
wad.
like her necklace. It looks like. I got the necklace and bracelet. Fucking hot.
This is a nice ass watch.
I don't want to say what kind it is because people will know how much it was.
Oh.
Damn, I seen that. I remember when you talked about this on Twitter right here. I'm like, damn, Kyle got me beat now.
I'm not into watches, really.
Jaws still has me beaten. FYI.
I was talking about TVs.
Oh, the TV? Oh,
yeah. Because I had a 60-inch for longest, and I was like the biggest out there. And I was like, Kyle went and got that big old 70.
Yeah.
No, that fucking TV is like one of the best purchases I've ever made. I fucking love that thing.
Yeah.
Dude. Like
I tried playing on a monitor. The big screen TV is much more enjoyable.
I prefer a monitor.
I'm not playing games on it. I'm watching Blu-rays. Like, dude, I put Inglourious Bastards in on Blu-ray, and it looks like a completely different movie. It's so good.
Oh, wait. Sean Team USA? I am growing a beard right now. I am like 4 days into it. I can't stop touching it. There was a petition for me to grow a beard, and I don't know how many people signed it. Over 1,000, I think. And it put the idea in my head, and I've been like planning it out, waiting for the camera and such. And now that I have all the equipment, I started a few days ago, and yeah, I pretty much look like a terrorist at the moment. But before too long, I'll look like a very old CNNers.
Don't feel bad, Woody. When I had my beard full there, I look like a fucking Arab guy.
You look a little bit Amish. You look a little bit Amish. Not gonna lie, it's pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, you do. Yeah. And you even shave the mustache, right?
Yeah.
You shave the Amish thing.
Dude, I so want you to dress up like you're Amish and just like
I wear
like,
suspenders and all.
Oh shit!
Right, yeah.
Black
You're halfway there.
Stand next to a mule. Oh, dude.
Stand next to a mule.
I don't have my beard right now because my girlfriend didn't like it, so I had to shave it off.
Dude, you should grow the beard back. Grow the beard back, and then like go into a version of your rant. Be like, oh my god, if you're not riding a donkey, you're not a real man. I got myself 8 donkeys right here. I can't even
look at this donkey right here.
Yeah,
4 or 5 packs on the back of this bitch.
Some of you guys have 6 donkeys pulling your wagon. That is bullshit. I don't know how you put up with that. And for me, it's 8 donkeys or nothing.
Drive 8 donkeys.
Gobble, exactly, dude. Wings, if you did these, I want to be you because I do these videos and they'd be huge.
Woody, I already told you what to do about the beard.
Oh yeah, and I wrote it down. And
where would I get 8 donkeys at?
Wings, kitty, bitch.
Donkeys.com. Try it.
I'd be scared the donkey like hit me in the mouth or something when I was sitting there trying to slap its ass.
Kyle, you're talking about the World at War game with the beard?
No, I was talking about the Star Trek thing.
Oh, yeah. I don't. You know, it's not too late to make that call. I don't know that I'm
you need to do
idea.
Evil Woody and like Good Woody talk to each other. It'd be so fun.
Nice. Evil Woody.
You need to do what would happen if Woody didn't have a YouTube and it'd be like Bum Woody.
Bum Woody.
Hobo Woody.
Right, dude. I could do
Hobo Woody with a shotgun.
I'll be like the Woody whose videos you don't favorite, right? And I'll be like all dressed in bum with my beard. Kyle, everyone wants to know why you don't do Let's Plays anymore.
I don't have time. Like, let me like lay my schedule out, like what it's been the last 2 weeks and what it's gonna be the next 2 weeks.
All right, because I know something about your schedule too. Let's hear this.
All right, so let's see. In the last 2 weeks, I've been gone for a total of 9 days, I'm going to say, and not, like, gone to the next town. Like, I've been out of state, like, gone hours and hours from home. Just I'm on the road or I'm in a hotel room. In the next 2 weeks, I'm in LA for 5 days. I get back home for 1 day, then I turn around and I go to Tennessee for 4 days. Then I come back, and it's gone, and it's home for 2 or 3 days, and then gone again. Like, I don't have time for anything. It's I'm either on the road or I'm
it's a bunch of crap. This guy wakes up at like 1 p.m.
Oh my god.
He might take the trash out.
No, that's true.
And then he'll.
Am I back?
You're back. Yeah.
That was magic. I didn't even do anything.
There we go.
I hear Wings, and I think I saw Eric come back too.
Yeah, I'm back in.
That sounds like you explained my day too, Woody. Because I woke up today and I'm like, man, I gotta go get the oil changed. Gotta go buy razors. Man, it's gonna be a full day.
I'm not sure if we're streaming or not.
No, they're staying down.
No, but like when I am trip, because it's fucking stressful and they're like seriously like. It's all the time. It's bullshit with somebody not happy with one thing or not happy with another, or negotiating some kind of bullshit, and it's stressful and it's a ton of work, and I love every minute of it, but it's like no spare time for like making video game videos. I wish there were. Like I got on Fallout the other night and played for about half an hour and had a good time on that new TV. I will say that the new TV gave me a headache. Pretty crazy.
It will for a while. Make your eyes hurt. Once you get acclimated to it.
I didn't get it for gaming. Like everybody was like, no, it's gonna be so bad for gaming. Like I know it is.
You need to embark on a rigorous TV watching training session, Kyle.
Take it to the limits. Walk the razor's edge.
Kyle, you say you're all this busy. Didn't you play like with Aviator for like the last 2 nights in Zombies?
Nope, didn't play last night. I was the night before I played with Aviator and Woody and someone else, maybe T Martin, for like
played for like half a game, and in the half a game, did you like take another call or something during that game?
Somebody came over to my house, like literally somebody walked in my front door, like right there as I was playing. So like I had to talk to him, had to entertain him.
Gotcha. I wasn't sure where you went.
Yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, it's like and the other thing is like people who don't make videos don't realize like how long it takes to make a video. Like if I sit down and play Fallout, it's gonna take me. I would play it like a 2-hour session, and there's 2 hours gone. But then I've got to chop
breaking
up
it up into videos.
Yeah, I got to break them up into like 20-minute sessions, which in itself is going to take it's not going to take up any time at all, really. 20 minutes or something. But then you got to render them, and rendering 20-minute videos. I don't have like I certainly don't have a bad PC, but I don't have like a super duper PC that can render out a 20-minute video in 20 minutes.
Do you remember when you had that horrible computer?
Like a laptop.
We did a dual com that showed 2 videos on one screen, and it took 19 hours to render.
Yeah.
18 hours.
Yeah. I don't know why. I was the one to fucking render that anyway. Like, why would you throw that on to me? But I was using this shitty ass like $600 Toshiba laptop, and and we were doing the video on video because that was the cool thing to do back then. So like you had Woody's point of view, my point of view, and I had gotten as much video as you could in the screen, and we're doing the dual com. So you've got
we were so new to YouTube. Like the very idea of having 2 videos on one screen was something that took a lot of research.
Yeah, we had to figure out to do it.
We're like watching tutorials, like, how is this possible? Is this software capable of this?
It's blowing my mind.
Now I throw up extra pictures in my videos like it's nobody's business. I'm like, this needs a picture of a silly guy in a helmet. Make it happen. Yeah. But at the time,
it was like 2 audio tracks, and 2 video tracks, and maybe 1 other track for some intros or outros or something. And it took forever. Like I remember seeing it like Sony Vegas started like spooling up, and it's like estimated time, and it starts at an hour, and then it just starts going up at a rapid pace. It's like 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5. I'm like, oh god, I hope it stops before 10, 12, 13, 15.
But you did it, I think, because you had it had something to do with the video transfer. Like I was able to get it to you, but you couldn't get yours to me. I forget, or maybe it was because you uploaded it.
Yeah, I was gonna upload it.
So maybe
I don't. It was ridiculous. It was fucking insane.
But you got a new PC since then?
Yeah.
Every now and again, I see someone get a new PC that S&Ds helps them spec out. And for people that don't know, S&Ds is like some sort of computer spec out genius. Like he stays on top of all the trends, knows exactly what's what. And I'm jealous. Like, didn't he help you, Wings?
Yep.
And don't you have like a quad core 3 gigahertz i7 crazy? It's what?
5.3.
I don't know what
5.3 gigahertz.
5.3 gigahertz. That is really a fast computer. That is like
it renders faster than real time.
Yeah, well, you have to be careful with that, right? Like some guys say, I render my stuff super fast. And it's like, well, and yours might render faster because you really do have an insane computer. But if you captured with a Blackmagic Intensity Pro, you'll see your files were bigger per second or bigger per minute. And you did more with like color correction and adding sharpness and contrast and all that stuff, it'd be slower than it is now. Probably fast because your computer's a freaking beast. But
I don't do none of that shit. 4.8 bits, little as humanly possible.
and it renders super fast. In Modern Warfare 2, I felt like I had the best video. I felt like my video quality was as good as anybody on the internet. Today, like I don't know, maybe it's just because Black Ops isn't a pretty game. Like I don't see anybody's videos where I look at them and say, yes, that thing really looks beautiful.
I don't try for beautiful. I try for mass effectiveness, like Kyle. Kyle taught me the art of low bit rate, and I've been running with it because I get like a TDM that's like 4 minutes long. I can get it down to like 150 MB, and that takes only like 45 minutes to upload on my connection, so that's even better.
Yeah, but I was doing that on Let's Plays where I was uploading like 8 20-minute videos a day.
Yeah, but it It doesn't matter, dude. Nobody cares about picture perfect, graphics on every shot you take.
It's subtle, right? Like I think that people notice that it does matter a little bit. Like when you look at aviators in real life stuff.
Yeah.
Like
that stuff looks great.
Yeah. Like
it's a cut above the rest. It really is.
If I used a regular HD, like either what do you call a regular handheld camera? Like not a SLR, like a point and shoot type thing that captured in 1080, you'd look at it and say, that looks good. It's sharp. If I used a flip or something, you'd look at it and say, yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. But then, when you see a guy who really does it right, who uses, depth of field appropriately and has his focus locked in and gets, cares about the lighting in the room, you look at it and you're like, oh, I didn't know I'd noticed that. Like there is something to be said for that next level video. And
have you ever sent somebody to a video because it looked better?
No, but
No,
I've got
but
in Modern Warfare
help.
2, I got a lot of compliments on my video quality. I hope on 3 I can replicate that because on Black Ops I just don't feel like.
I'm just saying it like this way: the view's a view.
You cannot make WMD look like anything but crap. That's just ugly. You cannot make it's gray and snow. It's like most of the maps, and something about Nuketown. Nuketown should be the good-looking map, but they like whited it out. Like, what is it, foggy on that map or something? It's just ugly. And if Nuketown were an Infinity Ward map, it would look like Terminal, right?
Yeah,
like
Terminal's like a fucking that thing looks great. Convoy's the closest thing to Terminal now.
It's still ugly though.
It is.
Street in
but
the middle, the rubble underneath Bravo.
Yeah, if you go to gas station, it looks pretty good. But
I swear, gas station is like not even noticed compared to an Infinity Ward game. Terminal. I didn't love the way Terminal played, but to see it, it was a really good looking map. And so I hope in Modern Warfare 3, like I'll make the best looking videos I possibly know how to make. And if my computer renders for an extra 15-20 minutes, fine. I'll get a glass of orange juice or something. I don't care.
I usually walk away anyway.
Onslaught put out a video last winter on how to get a pretty sweet looking video, and it takes under 30 seconds, and I sort of picked up on it. And I've been doing it on my videos, and it's pretty easy.
I'm sitting with Woody. Like I can't tell if somebody takes the extra step. I'd watch a Woody video, turn on, watch a Kyle video, turn on, watch somebody else's video. The difference didn't catch my eye hardly at all.
Yeah. I figure if it takes 30 seconds, fuck it, just do it.
Yeah, like you, if you lower your bit rate to like where I lower it at, you'll notice that because it'll be a little bit more blurry. Like there's like Battlefield, I feel like I need to run at a higher bit rate because it's real noticeable in Battlefield. The Call of Duty, not so much because nobody
Battlefield
cares.
3 is another one. Battlefield 3 is going to be a good-looking game.
Yeah, I hope that's a good game. God, I hope that's a good game.
Me too.
Battlefield 2, Bad Company was a good game.
Nobody likes to hear negative stuff about games, right? And Blade had the interview in a magazine recently, and I forget what it was. But he's like, no one likes to hear you talk negative about games. They just get tired of it. No one watches Full House and listens to you talk trash about Blossom. It was great. So I generally try not to say negative things about it. I am looking forward to Battlefield 3. I will say their trailers have been some of the best looking first-person shooter trailers in the history of mankind so far.
Yeah.
The voice acting looks awesome.
Even just the atmosphere.
The atmosphere,
the tension,
they look like they're doing the tension. Yeah, I'm glad you said that. That's like that really captures what they're doing right. So I'm totally jazzed about some things in Battlefield 3. Having said that, 30 frames per second, a history of at least on the consoles, clunky controls, and I don't want to say big maps are bad. Some people like them, but they're not my cup of tea. Like whenever I see a small map, a firing range, a Nuketown, a shipment, I know it's going to be extra fun. When I see Array, I'm like, I'll play.
Snipe. We get snipe.
So, anyway, I'm looking forward to them. I've got an open mind. I'm absolutely going to buy it. I hope that the things I don't like about first-person shooters, like giant maps, vehicles playing a really big role, aren't game breakers for me, right? Maybe there's a mode in there that I'll love or something. I'm not sure.
The only thing I hate about giant maps are fucking snipers.
Yeah. Well, Wings. You know how you came from Battlefield Modern Combat.
Yeah.
I actually played the dog shit out of that game too. And if they can actually model the game more like that than Bad Company, because those maps were kind of big, but the vehicles seemed to
They were
mesh really well.
centralized.
Yeah,
They were centralized. If you wanted a vehicle, you had to go way the fuck out and get a vehicle and bring it into the battle. But if you wanted to fight infantry, you had to spawn on the middle flags.
Yep. Like Bridge Too Far, that was perfect.
Yeah, I mean the tanks were in the fucking spawns. The helicopters were in the spawns. There was no vehicle spawns outside those two. And if you wanted a tank, you had to risk going over the bridges with the tank and getting into the battlefield. And you also got benefited from it because you could get J-damned, but you could drive under the bridge to block it with the tank.
Yep. That game was right on. When Bad Company first came out, I was like psyched. I thought it was going to be like a next gen version of Modern Combat, but
I almost considered skipping over Call of Duty, and because I knew in my heart Bad Company is going to be the shit, son.
Yeah, me too. But no fucking way.
I still to this day Battlefield 2 Modern Combat for the Xbox 360 and PS2, best shooter game ever made.
Yeah, and you know what was the best about that was the ranking up. Like you had to hold certain points per hour to hold your rank, right? So if you wanted to be a brigadier general, you had to hold whatever, like 200 points per hour. And as soon as you went under that, you got demoted. So it was promoted objective gameplay, and it was a disincentive for camping. Like if you want rank, well, you better get out there and fucking do something. It was great.
Oh man, if your 5-star general came on your team, that motherfucker could play. Yeah, he could play, and you had to worry about him because 5-star general was so fucking hard to hold.
It meant something, right? 15 prestige just means you play the fucking game all day.
That motherfucker knows how to get shit done, either by capturing objectives, by murking people, doing whatever he needs to do.
Even just getting the medals was ridiculous.
There used to be a saying back then. It's like, you fucking with a 5-star now.
Yeah, it meant something. Yeah.
Only thing I hated about that game was the team killing, but you could boot people in that game too.
Yeah, you could.
Like all the stuff we're talking about, like they should integrate. It was in that game. They had an in-game clan system. You could name your clan. They kept record the tracks. They had a clan server where you could match up and face other clans. You could host games like game battles inside the game. It's like, why the fuck did they take a step back from this?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, that's not dirt.
Yeah, Kyle, I'm going to give you what I'll call the dirty girls kissing, but great prolapse. I think I win the week.
Dude, I've seen some sick shit in my life. I mean, I worked like back in the heyday, like when that, like I was like working in the corporate field, like around 2000, 2001, when the internet was just an uncontrolled playground, and you could be at work with your T3 just fucking Napster like 20 songs at once, and I saw some sick shit, but great prolapse, dude. That's
yeah.
Wow.
Kyle, valiant effort, but Gommel this week, baby. Gommel this
week.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How about my woman with penis arms?
Let's see.
Yeah. You can't miss that link. Get some.
Those aren't penis arms. She just happens to have a giant penis.
Weird porn pic.
Oh, okay, Woody. I guess you were looking at the dick a lot closer than I was. That is just an enormous penis, like anaconda style. Yeah. You're absolutely right.
Hey, Woody, look at this video.
Is it in Skype?
Yeah.
YouTube video. All right.
That was highest bit rate, best quality I could possibly pull out the HD PVR, and I want you to go look at like one of my videos right now. Put it at the highest setting you can get them, and tell me you can notice the difference.
Is this Wax and Herbal Tea I'm listening to?
Yeah.
I like them. You kind of showed them to me. They should let us use their music.
They do.
Would they let me use it, or you because they know you?
I asked him if I could get his written permission. I got an email from him saying I could use his music.
Huh. All right. I'm going to go and upload Hourtage. That's recent.
I mean, just kick it up to 720p on both of them. I mean, just flip back and forth between them.
I will. I'll be buffering for a little bit.
One of them's 4.8 and the other one's at 13.
Sit and do a commercial. You and your ads, man. You money-hungry whore.
Hey, man, I think you got a couple ads on your videos, too.
I don't know what you're talking about. That happens by accident. Yeah.
I thought you cared about the community, man.
I thought
Flipping back and forth.
Not much.
It's subtle, right? Like when he aims down sights, I can see a sharpness difference on the gun.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Maybe sharpness, but just a little.
Yeah, so. And you know what the difference between this is? The one on the left is 1 minute 33 seconds, and it's over 300 MB. Well, the one on the right is over 5 minutes, and it's around 200 MB.
Yeah, that does make a difference, the upload. I don't have really good upload either. And
yours is still 4 times better than mine.
Yeah, that's a really big deal. My connection is terrible. I might argue my connection's worse for gaming than yours.
Yeah.
I have to reboot my router lately, maybe 3 or 4 times a night, because I just get kicked off Xbox Live and I can't sign back on. I can't play around the zombies. Like if we do well in zombies, you get to like level 20 or so and you've got good weapons and perks and you feel like you might go somewhere, then I get booted out.
Who do you have for a provider, Woody?
I have 2 providers. I have AT&T and Time Warner, and they both suck for me. I can't get something much better.
I switched over. I was going to say I switched over to FiOS this year, and dude, I would
fight someone for FiOS. I'm going to steal Wings' line.
30 down, and 22 up.
I'd go so far as I would fight and lose on purpose. It's just like get my teeth bashed in every morning.
I would wake up every morning and be like, here we go, but it's FiOS, dude. Let me have it. And
I'd fight for the owner's entertainment if he just pulled the lines to my house.
Yeah, I was playing with a few guys the other night, and they were like, "Oh shit, dude, your connection." I was like, yeah, well, I mean, you got to pay for it, though. I mean, it's not cheap.
I pay more than you. I guarantee it.
I'm sure of it. How much do you pay every month?
For FiOS? Well, yeah, I mean that's what the whole HD PVRs and set-top boxes, $200 a month for the whole package. But that's data, voice, and
no, for just my internet alone, and I don't have a TV.
Yeah,
I don't have a phone. I pay like $150 a month.
Shit.
I pay around $100 a month for 2 internet lines. And that's by internet by itself, and that's 5 download, 0.28 upload.
So what's the deal?
0.28 upload. That's like a boss, dude. That's a modem. Can't you get a 56K modem?
It's like the AOL online welcome screen.
No, look here. I was actually like Tyler told me something about Verizon offers a card that I can hook up and I can run my computer off of. For Verizon puts it out, they'll run it off cell towers. And I'm thinking about doing that for my computer and just leaving my Xbox on a landline for ping and jitter time.
I would pay I don't know how to actually get in contact with them. I should try harder. But I've been thinking about having a commercial line run to the house. Like, what if I had a T3 run to my house?
I've talked about that. And
how much is big?
$650 a month.
Yeah, I was gonna say a T3 is big fucking bucks.
And that's for 40 by 10, $650 a month.
40 by 10 for $650?
Mm-hmm.
That's too much.
That's a dedicated line. That's no traffic whatsoever. It's yours.
I know, it's yours. That's the beauty of it.
There's nobody, taking it off down the road. This is 100% yours.
Well, that's what's so great about FiOS is they put a fucking terminal in your basement.
Oh, man.
So
I love FiOS.
Yeah, so like I have I built my man cave last summer because I had another baby in September and I had my office upstairs. Got booted downstairs and they came to hook it up and there's a fucking fiber terminal right in my basement. It's fucking crazy.
It's kind of bad when I was thinking, do I want a new internet connection or do I want a new truck? That was my decision I had to make this year.
Well, the internet connection will make you more money, but then again, you're flipping trucks. That will too.
Well, it's like, I can get by on what I do now. Like, it doesn't hurt my gameplay that much running off 5 download and 0.28 upload.
Yeah, you seem to do all right.
I just don't get host, and because I have, since sits. The actual terminal of my internet sits in my yard. I have fucking like 1 millisecond jitter.
Next to the Cox.
No, it's right here in the corner of my yard. So I have really good ping time. Like it's like 17 ping or something like that.
17 ping?
Yeah, if I'm like in the state. But if it goes out of the state, it jumps up to like 190.
Man, I think you have a better gaming connection than mine. I'll admit your upload stinks, and I'd rather upload videos to YouTube on mine. But my ping goes between like 30 and 90, really.
Yeah, it's a big ping.
It's a terrible ping. And like I said, the connection is so bad, I can't play for more than I don't get an entire hour without having to like reboot my Xbox and router and all that stuff. It is terrible.
Sucks.
I'm running a speed test right now. My ping between me and Atlanta is 12 milliseconds. I've got 11.5 down, and let's see what I got up.
That's a good ping. I got an 11 ping. So yours is only just one off.
Oh shit! It's going pretty high. Higher than it's been. Yeah, 0.9. 0.9 up.
0.9, shit.
This Verizon wireless card, I'm thinking about going in this on my PC because it uses the G4 towers, like I don't know whatever those are, and it's like 5 upload. And I'm wondering if I could just run my PC off that and just run my Xbox off a landline.
Whose towers?
Verizon's 4G network.
Oh, Verizon. I was gonna say as long as it's not AT&T. My God, they're the worst.
I'm wondering.
Yeah,
I'm wondering if it work in my house because I don't know if there's any Verizon towers near me.
I can't even make a fucking iPhone call in Boston with fucking AT&T. It's the worst.
Yeah, I got AT&T 3G on my iPhone.
There's mine. Yeah, I have a 47 ping right now. But like I said, it varies between like 30 and 90.
Let me do mine.
And that's my local test, right? Like,
yeah,
I can't do any better. That's a crappy
tough.
ping. And when you play Call of Duty, that it actually matters, right? You lose your fair fights. You have to flank from the side to win a darn gunfight.
Yep. Connections,
right,
connections big.
Hey, does anybody know? Did that movie Battle Los Angeles or whatever with the aliens? Did that come out? Is that on DVD yet?
Oh, with that lesbian chick who's in like every military movie.
Yeah, Aaron Eckhart and the Hispanic.
Yeah, what's her name? Michelle Rodriguez.
Michelle Rodriguez. Yeah. Is that out yet?
Like
Did you guys see Brown Bunny?
No.
No.
Is that a children's film?
That sounds like a dirty movie.
Here's mine right now.
So I just heard about Brown Bunny recently. It was like a real cinematic film, and I remember it when it came out in 2003, but I didn't see it. And I think it was kind of impromptu. There's a sex scene in it, and the woman actually blew him.
Oh, you're talking about that one with the fucking the French chick. Yeah, I've seen that.
Might be.
Yeah, a lot of
a blowjob. Yeah.
Holy smokes! This guy's a 2 millisecond ping.
I'm not sitting at 40 millisecond ping, 0.30 upload, and a 7.61 download right now.
What was your ping? 40? 40?
39.
39. Mine was, I don't know if I have it anymore, like 47, something like that.
Yeah, the only reason my download is 7.61 because it spiked really high one time and it averaged it out.
Yeah, my download's high. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
I struggle streaming YouTube videos sometimes.
Me too. Sometimes.
Like he'll just sit there and hang like it's not even sending information to it, and I'd have to upload refresh the page like 6 times before it works.
You know what helps? Know what a better tactic is? To change the resolution. Like if it sits there and hangs and like it's not working.
Yep, drop it down a little bit and go back up.
Even going up sometimes.
Sometimes, exactly. Even going up is better. It just gets it to kickstart, and you're at the same second. Whereas if you reload the page, you might be watching the ad again. You need to find where you were. Just change the resolution. It's a way better tactic.
I don't know. It'd be a way better tactic burning HTC to the fucking ground because they fucking suck.
Yep. Terrible.
So, is that Painkiller already? Episode 55 post show?
Mm-hmm.
It feels like it.
Yeah, I'm feeling it too. Like, all right, kind of a pause here. Thanks for coming, everybody. Appreciate having you. Have a good day.
Later.
Oh, man.